It's Dub Life, every Sunday afternoon. It's Dub Life, Natalie and Kaya too. If you ride the horse, say, make sure you squeeze it tight. It's Dub Life tonight.
Safety.
Hey friends, welcome to a new episode of Life of the Dubs. Rufus! Rufus, do you want to come say hi? Can you see Rufus right there? Maybe. He's just off camera. You want to come say hi to the people? Come here, buddy. What about if I give you this crunky thing? This thing that makes that noise. You want that? And he's just standing there paralyzed. He's a little camera shy this morning, or this afternoon, as the case may be. What about the ball, buddy? What about bounce the ball? Nope. He's a little bit sleepy, too. I think he just woke up from a nap, and he doesn't want to. He wants to go back to sleep. So, welcome to Life of the Dubs. Happy after Thanksgiving weekend. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope that here in the giving season, there he is, in this, the giving season of hashtag bdubfit, that you did something generous for somebody. So tell me what that is. I've seen some people comment recently that said they don't know what to put. If you don't know what to put in the giving season, just hold the door for somebody at the store. Thank somebody extra special. Give a good tip. Do something for somebody else, even if if everything in your own life is good. Do something for somebody else and leave it hashtag bdubfit. We're near the end of November here. We've just got a couple more videos in November. Then we'll give prizes away at the end of November randomly from the people that did that. Now, this episode of Life of the Dubs, for us, even though you're watching it after Thanksgiving, I believe, let me think. Yes. I don't know what is on the ground here. Oh, when I opened up some action figures, a little piece of plastic. Don't need Rufus to eat that. You're watching this after Thanksgiving, but for us, it is going into Thanksgiving. And I don't think this will actually be the official Thanksgiving episode where we show you what we do for Thanksgiving. I think that'll be next week. It's the Friday before Thanksgiving, so you're watching it on Sunday. It's the Friday before that. You love to get on camera, but when I call you, you didn't want to get on camera. Look how his fur is growing back. It's very soft. It's very pretty. You're a very handsome boy. Yes, you're a very handsome boy. Don't show him your package now. I know it's hard. You can get exposed. You're almost there on camera with the package. Rufus, look, they're right there. Look. You see them? Okay. But this will be a more like an episode of Dub Life than Life of the Dubs in many ways, because it'll be a lot of you and I and a little bit of Rufus. We'll see a little bit of the girls. It just depends on how things go. So what's on deck for this episode of Life of the Dubs is tomorrow, on Saturday, David and I are going to ride to Greenville, South Carolina, to go to Retro Toy Con. Now, that's a convention that I've always wanted to go to, or always, it's not the right word. At least last year I wanted to go to, but it would fall at a time that's hard. The weekend before Thanksgiving, there's usually a lot of things going on. And I've never actually been. It's run by Toy Federation, which is a great store in Greenville. I've watched lots of videos, people going there. We see them at like Toylanta, Joe Fest, Jolana. I bought stuff from there, but I've never been to the store. So maybe we'll also go to the store. I don't know if the store's open during the con, but if it is, we're going to maybe stop by there. But it's kind of a guy's day. David and I are going to go together, and we're hopefully going to meet up with Kent Pool and maybe some others. I don't know who else will be there. But I know David and I are going to go. I haven't had a lot of time with the boys. I'm trying to think when the last time I had just like a boys' time was. It was probably, it was when we had Joe Lanta a couple months ago, and then like Joe Fest in Augusta. That was like almost 6 months ago now. Not that that's a bad thing, doing stuff with the family, with the girls, my sisters, and so forth. Sometimes you need a little time with the boys, so the girls are going to actually stay home. Natalie's got some studying to do for her big test for work coming up. Kai will be on Thanksgiving break. She probably won't do much anything. Hang out, relax, read some books, watch TV, I don't know. And they'll be with Rufus. But David and I are going to get up early tomorrow, take the drive, couple hours up South Carolina, and go to that show. So it'll be a toy show, kind of like the old days of Life of the Dubs. But we'll see the girls tonight. I've opened a lot of figures. What's that, Bobby? Sneezing? Sneezing? Did you eat one of the plastic things? I've got some figures to open here with you, and then the girls and I are at least going to open a little bit of figures, so we'll spend some time with them as well. I think that's it. I think that gives you an overview. So for us, Thanksgiving week, we'll start with this, kind of low-key at the beginning of the week, and then we'll have some events. We'll go visit my parents. We'll visit Victoria. And we are going to a football game. That will all be in next week's episode. But for this week's episode, we're going to Retro Toy Con. It's going to be very toy heavy. Very toy heavy. Because I got a lot of stuff over there to show you. And we got stuff to open. So if you're more on the toy side than the vlog side, this will be the good episode for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the Thanksgiving episode that we did. We've had hunt videos. We've had a lot recently. So again, other reminders in the link in the description below. There's a link for the Big Bad Toy Store link. If you just click and browse, it helps. If you buy, you pre-order, it all helps. We've given every dollar that they've donated, not actual dollars, but the things that they've provided, we've given away, all of it. We'll continue to do that. And then also we have eBay store listings. I probably ran a Black Friday sale. I'm filming this ahead of Black Friday, and it was probably significant. But don't forget, there is a 10% coupon code BDUBFIT for you, just for my YouTube viewers and Instagram. You can save 10% off whatever you buy. And it's possible as you're watching this that I have the Black Friday sale still going. I may do it for 4 or 5 days. And it's probably significant because I'm ready to get a lot of that stuff out and get a bunch of new stuff posted, which you may see some of that in this video. So check out the eBay link. All that money we're using to, clean some things up, get some stuff out of the house, and, try to build up a pathway to the wedding. So you can help contribute to that in whatever way that you would like to. So that's the logistics. We got a lot of toys to look at. We're going to open some Super 7 stuff on camera. We're going to save some other stuff to open. So lots of toys. Let's do it. You ready to go inside? He was outside playing. You want some exotic Tide shoes with coconut and fish skin? Yeah? These are so nasty smelling. Good boy. Good sit. Look at this thing. Can you see it? Let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, that's gross. There you go, buddy. And he's off. Those things just smell awful. They smell awful, but he loves it. The neighbor's dogs. I've talked a lot about the neighbor's dogs in my videos, usually because before I had my own dog, if I try to sit out there and film a video, they just bark the whole time. All they do is bark. All they do, like no matter what. If I'm outside, if Rufus is outside, if the mailman comes, if the UPS man comes, if anybody walks on the street, if anything happens, they bark. And that's an owner problem. And I don't like to speak ill of people, but that's an owner problem. They don't ever walk their dogs. They don't seem to ever play with them. They just stick them in the backyard all day and just leave them out there. And they have like 3 dogs, and they just leave them outside all day. And they're home. Like, one of them works from home. They're always here. So they make no effort to make them not bark. And, so they're not social. I don't know. It's poor. And so they go out there, and if I let Rufus out to use the bathroom or play or whatever, those 3 dogs just sit there and bark and, like, ram at the fence the whole time. And, like, how he doesn't bark back at them, but he, like, jumps over there because they're barking. So it's very frustrating. And because they leave them out all day, like, that means no one else in the neighborhood can go outside. It's just, they're making no effort. I just don't appreciate that. Like, I don't know. Just don't appreciate that. Now, I don't know why I went on that little rant. Hey, Rufus. He got his chew, though. So let me show you where we're at here. So here's a bunch of stuff that I've opened off camera. That got opened on camera. That got opened on camera. These are what we're going to open on camera later in this video. I think Kaya's going to open the 11. Natalie's going to open a Mythic Legions Moose. And I'm going to open these 2 figure arts. So those will come later. But you see, I have these turtles. The rest of Wave 6. And the Big Bad Toy Store Undercover Wrath exclusive. So I've already opened Slash in Wave 6, but that's the rest of it. And then we'll lay everything that we have open on the table, and I'll give you a close-up of all of it before we put it away, and I'll talk to you about it. So you see all that. Then we also have the Serpentor with Air Chariot that came in just today. The Pulse STCC or PulseCon exclusive came in before the STCC exclusive. I'm going to have 2, of course, 1 in a package, 1 on display. So you know what? Let's start by opening this guy up and showing him to you. I'm not going to open him, but I'm going to show you what's inside. I'm not going to unbox. I will unbox one of these, but that won't be in this video. So I took the slip cover off, and there's a lot of, I don't know if this is going to be a plastic-free exclusive or not, honestly. But they do. I really think the G.I. Joe team does their exclusives really cool. The Zartan that was SDCC or PulseCon was really cool. The Snake Eyes, the original OO Snake Eyes is really cool. Have they done any other exclusives? I don't remember. Like Pulse or STCC, maybe just those. So I think, you see, you take the slipcover off. There's a lot of compartments. So it may be the plastic. Oh, it is. No, it's not plastic free. Oh, see, that's cool. So the artwork has the throne or his air chariot. You see his staff, his sword. I don't know what that is. Maybe a whip or his tail. It's a tail, I think. And you got like his hood piece. That's like the snake head, and maybe something for the air chariot. I don't think we can see the air chariot. Let's see. Maybe it'll. I don't know if the air chariot has any. It looks like it's just going to be a box in there, so not presented. So there is plastic. Let's see if this comes out. So you're going to have to wait for that for next week to see the rest. But that presentation is cool. That Serpento are probably my most anticipated, along with the twins. And they're all coming right now. I liked G.I. Joe the movie. I like saying Cobra la 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 very much. And I liked him. I hope they make a Nemesis Enforcer. I think that figure looks great. So this will be fully unboxed and opened in next week's episode probably. I'll probably do it with Kaya. But I want to give you a little sneak preview. But for now, let's open up these turtles. Eventually we'll open turtles. Rufus is insistent that I throw the ball. You want me to throw the ball? Yes. Yes, Daddy, I want you to throw the ball. Oh, but that was it? Bring it back. Bring it back now. Oh, the Frisbee. What about the hot dog? The hot dog is right there, too. You want me to throw it? No? See how handsome his fur is as it's growing back? It's so soft, too. Let me... all right. We're never going to open the turtles, Rufus. All right, we have played. We have snacked. We have played some more. We have snacked some more. You want my hand? What do you want my hand for? I'm very needy this afternoon. He's a good boy. So hopefully Rufus wants to just lay down, take a little nap while I open up these 5 turtles. You gonna be a good boy? I know you're gonna be a good boy. I spent a lot of time playing, buddy. I love spending time with my pup. It's almost his birthday. In fact, as you watch this, his birthday just happened. His birthday's a couple days before Thanksgiving. And we'll probably do something. Puppy Dub Live. Something. I'm sure. Maybe it'll be on the next episode. Oh, he went and got his spaceman. He's going to come lay down. You want to come lay down with the spaceman? His spaceman is his favorite toy. It's a plush spaceman. That's pretty big. You know, it's about the size of his head. And he doesn't really play with it. He gets it like it's his... You want to come up this way? That's the spaceman. It's his very favorite toy, so to speak. It's what he gets when he's tired. He'll get it, and he'll come cuddle up with me. So like right now, he's sitting right at my feet. And he'll probably lay down and cuddle it like, you know, a little kid cuddles a stuffed animal the same way. It came in a very early pup box. One of the early, there you can see how he just kind of hangs it out of his mouth. And then sometimes he'll like hang off the edge of the couch and he'll hold it with his paws, which is very cute. It's like he's got using his hands. But only rarely will he actually like throw it or play tug of war with it. He usually just carries it around like it's his binky, kind of. But he loves it, and it's what he uses to indicate he's tired. So we bought a bunch. We have like 10 in storage. Because, you know, they're only like $10, and I don't want them to not have it anymore one day. So, I mean, he's actually pretty good with toys. Some toys he'll rip pretty quickly, especially if they have some sort of piece that's hanging. He likes that. He wants to rip at it. And Kaya actually will sew back together his toys often, if she can. Because some of that stuff's pretty expensive, you know. And he's worth it. He gets toys, too, just like the rest of us. Isn't that right? I thought you were going to let me open. You want to open the turtles? You want to open them? Huh? Ever since he got shaved, he's a lot more like this. Like I think he can get higher. I think the fur probably weighs him down. You don't need to eat that, buddy. That's a knife. He's a lot more curious. He uses his paws. He wants to shake hands. He's a lot more like this. Which we don't want to let him. He won't like chase after food, but we still don't want him like up on counters and stuff. But he's a lot more curious. Right now, I wish I could show you. He's draped over my leg, dangling down toward his spaceman, just dangling. Like that's the way he plans to go to sleep. I don't think that'll work, by the way. Here. We gotta open up some toys. Huh? Is that all right with you? All right. Here, that motorcycle. So, we've got from Super 7 the rest of Wave 6. So Slash was in Wave 6. I already opened him. I took pictures of him. I think that was in a video. At least we showed the pictures of it in a video. So this is the rest of Wave 6. My Slash came early. This is all from Big Bad Toy Store. The Mousers were the extra thing in Wave 6. And then this, the Undercover Raphael, is Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. So I haven't opened any of these or looked at any of these yet, and I also have them sealed. If you watched the Thanksgiving special or the most recent Pile of Loot video, you saw that my sealed Slash that I would keep mint in box arrived damaged. Big Bad Toy Store sent me another one free of charge. That damaged one I'm going to give to David tomorrow. You'll see that tomorrow. We also have for David, he already got the package that Ron, Century the Mad Collector, sent. We have one of those, the unknown one from Mythic Legions for Kent. He'll get tomorrow. And Kent is buying my extra Headless Horseman from Mythic Legion. So we do have some prizes to bring tomorrow to the adventure. So let me see if I can get him to calm down a little bit, and we'll finally do this. Okay, I don't know if he's calm. No. I mean, it's not like he's hyper. He just wants to spend time with Daddy. You can just stay right there while we talk to him. So I went ahead and got them out of their boxes. I've opened Super 7 enough, so I think you've seen it. It comes in a shipper box that is branded, is nice. And then it has a whole big piece of plastic, or like a bag really, that wraps them up. So the packaging for Super, honestly, is excessive. But I like it. There's no way really to keep it sealed and keep it in package. I guess you could display them like this without the slip covers, and they'd still be technically sealed. But the ones I have sealed, I haven't even opened the shipper box. So I could have others that are damaged. I mean, that's certainly possible. So we're going to go from least excited to most excited. We'll start with the Mousers. That's what I'm least excited for. Primarily just because I already have two Mousers. I have the glow-in-the-dark one that came with the New York Comic Con Baxter, glow-in-the-dark Baxter, and then the one that came with Baxter. I think it's the same thing. Some of these just may be battle damaged. I only ordered one set. I originally thought I was going to order more. I had more on pre-order, but, I'm just trying. The only Army stuff I'm really getting is G.I. Joe, and even that I'm scaling way back. It doesn't look like it right now, but I'm scaling way back on orders that are upcoming. So, like the Crimson Bats, I only ordered 4. I have, 25 regular bats. So I'm trying to scale it back. And then on the turtle stuff, I'm just not doing any Army. I originally had 5 Utroms ordered from the comic line. I was getting one. I'm trying to get one of each, And there may be lines that work their way out while I start picking up McFarlane Lantern suddenly. Now he's just squeaking it. Come here, buddy. Come lay down. Come take a little nap. But we're going to start with the Mousers. So this wave, if you take away the Raphael, Slash would be a bad guy. So I had 2 villains, 2 heroes, and then 1 accessory pack. Because anytime they have a 5th, this again, remember this is Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Anytime they have a 5th, it's just doesn't count as part of the wave. But, so if you've never seen Super 7, you have a really cool slipcover. And I think this presentation is great, honestly. I think you could present like this. I think the graded ones that look like this are awesome. So you've got a bunch of different Mousers. But I want to show you without the slipcovers. So on the back, then it has your bio. And, I mean, this box is consistent. It always looks the same, whether it's a villain or the green for the heroes. I think it's green. I don't remember, actually. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is actually the same. It's green on the outside. Yeah, it's green. This is opposed to the purple blue. And then it has the bio. It's always the same, just depending on the character. But I think that's really nice. I think the presentation is really nice, and then the slipcover. I do save these boxes, which causes a lot of space to get taken up. I'll slide these. So let's see. We're gonna go him. What are we going to open next? Sewer Surfing Mike, probably. Actually, Undercover Wrap, Sewer Surfing Mike, Scratch, last, Ace Duck. All right, so we're going to look at this. And again, I'll give you a close-up, after we get done unboxing this, of everything, all these figures on the table. So these aren't going to be super long. But you get a normal thing at the top. And usually Super 7 doesn't have plastic tabs on a lot of their stuff, which I appreciate. I'm so tired of clipping plastic tabs. You see I have the nail clipper. Sometimes I use wire clippers. You like the mousers? Not terribly interested in that. So you get 3 regular mousers, 2 battle damage mousers. The battle damage paint doesn't look wonderful. Usually I'm pretty good with Super 7's paint. Their sculpts are always awesome. I think that doesn't look wonderful, but these will work. You get 2 turtles, 2 little unmutated turtles, and like an unmutated splinter, piece of pizza, some size that have like burn marks on them, so that's made to like stick in the mouser's head. The damaged ones do have a bunch of holes. Mutagen, and communicator. So, I mean, I think these are pretty cool. Let me take them out and we'll move on to the next one. This pack's actually cooler than I thought it would be. Their mousers are nice, and just if I start filming, you're going to climb up here. They're nice and big, they're sturdy. You know, they're very different than the mousers of the NECA line, which are cartoon-based. You know, I can't remember there being... You want to kiss the mouser? There was the wacky Wobbling or something like that mouser in the original toy line. Was there ever just mousers outside of that? I mean, I own that whole Playmates line, and I can't remember. There was certainly the mouser that you like pulled the thing and then brrr, like mechanical. But I don't remember if anything ever really came with mousers. But I mean, it actually is cooler than I think. The jaw's articulated. You're just gonna leave your head right there. And so you can stick the sai like through it, you know, whatever you want to do, which I think is cool. And like certainly NECA has given us that as well. The sai's burnt, you know, has some things, so it's like Wrath through them at them. So you get 5 mousers. The ooze can is broken, which I think is why you've got a couple turtles and the splinter, the rat that has the splinter headband. So I guess it's like they're being exposed to the ooze. So I'll probably use that in the display. And then this, I guess, is Baxter's like communicator to make the mousers work. And then this is a different mold on pizza. It's got what appears to be maybe green peppers and pepperoni, but like the cheese is drooping down. So it's a pretty good set. If that thing gets... So one of the struggles I have with the line, the next thing we'll open is the Undercover Wrath, is I love it. Do they always look like the renders? No, but I'm not sure what toy line does. But I understand a lot of people's frustrations that sometimes they show certain things. Like in this one, I'll be able to talk about it in the renders or in the pre-order, and it's not the case. The difference is with Super 7, you pay up front if you order directly from them, in some cases 2 years. And then you get it and it isn't what you thought it was going to be. Whereas, you know, at least until the last couple of years, you just see it on the shelf, you buy it, you don't buy it, right? You just make that decision. Now with plastic-free packaging, that's a little bit harder. But this is different in that he's just laying his head on his spaceman. You know, sometimes things change, but I think they kill it on the sculpts. They were using the Horsemen to sculpt. I don't think they're using the 4 Horsemen anymore, I've heard, or maybe this is the final line. So here is Undercover Wrath in the trench coat, and so a good example will be in the pre-order. This suitcase, like the buckles were silver. And the handle was, you know, had some texture, and like the edge pieces were black. It's all like a solid color brown, which is disappointing. But does that make me not like it? No, I love the figures. I love the sculpts. They're so nostalgic. They're my favorite thing to collect. My very favorite toy line to collect. And so I want to pre-order them. In Wave 5, I pre-ordered directly from Super 7. Several waves I have. But I've got to the place where I don't want to pay up front and wait 2 years anymore. I just don't want to. Not with what interest rates can do now. If you put that money in savings, interest rates are really high. Not with inflation and the cost of other things. I don't want to have hundreds, thousands of dollars tied up on stuff that I may not get in 2 years, and I may not be interested in anymore in 2 years. And that includes my favorite lines like Turtles or Mythic Legions or anything. It's like, I don't want to tie that money up forever. So Big Bad Toy Store, and that's not just a plug because you can use my link and click it. It's just a better option for me. You don't have to pay up front. And with Super 7 stuff, it's ultimately cheaper because their shipping is cheaper. You get it later, it's cheaper. Things like Mythic Legions, you pay 10-20% more, but you don't have to pay up front. And I just don't want to anymore because, you know, all of us as collectors, our interests change so often. And if I think about the evolution of my collection, I should be opening this guy while we're doing that. As I think about the evolution of my collection, I'm not really a seller, even though I sell plenty of stuff now. I don't really buy to sell. That's not my mindset. So even as an exclusive, this is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, nothing that denotes exclusive. So it's exactly the same as the others. But I have, and honestly, I've sold large portions of my collection many times over the last 20 years. I've been collecting a long time. A long time. My entire adult life, most of childhood. You know, it's hard to call it collecting, but I was displaying. I was trying to pose them for armies, and I army built when I could, and I saved them in the box and all that kind of stuff. I've been collecting forever. But I've sold my entire video game collection, and I sold my original TMNT collection we talked about plenty of times. And all of that is always done to further my life. When I sold so much of my collection several years ago, it was to further my life. It was, this hobby has become too expensive, too encompassing, or I'm not happy with it. Why do I have all these Hot Toys figures? I'd rather put equity in the house, or I'd rather pay off my vehicle. I'd rather do these things and help further my life, which it did. And it really enabled me to make healthier choices in my life and get to where I am now with a family. So again, like Josh and David and the folks that helped with that fire sale, it's one of the most pivotal times in my life. And if I think back on my life, all the pivotal times revolve around like making a change in this hobby, doing something different, making a decision, a hard decision to give something up in order to further my life. And so I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but so as I try to condense down when I collect only the things that are meaningful to me and have nostalgia, and not just buy stuff to buy stuff. So we have a lot of Marvel Legends, but they're Kaya's. I view them as Kaya's. She's the one that said, can we please keep collecting MCU figures and symbiotes? So we do. When she goes away to college or she's not interested anymore, I'll get rid of them. Unless she says keep them, or I'll put them in a box and let her have them. A lot of the anime stuff is the girls. I like the Dragon Ball stuff. I like the My Hero stuff, but most of it's the girls. You know, if we stop doing that as a family, I want to do more experiences. We're going to New York. That's an expensive experience, but it's an experience that means a lot. And I like much more. I really want the Last Ronin PCS statue that has the 3 Ghost brothers around him. That statue's like $2,000. I'd rather put that $2,000 toward this trip to New York, which costs more than that. I just would rather do that. So I don't want to front money that 2 years later, I may not still want the thing. I may not be collecting at all. You never know. I think I will. But my collection right now is really moving toward getting stuff that I want to play with, like the Green Lanterns, and take pictures with, less than display. I used to have everything displayed. Now I have stuff in totes. Since I've done that, I've taken more pictures. Maybe customize some with Kaya or whatever, and only display like the true things I love, like the Game of Thrones and the Walking Dead and the Turtles and the G.I. Joe and the Dragon Ball. I think that's really all I have displayed. Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Dragon Ball. And then I've got Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. And Harry Potter is really a thing to share with the whole family because everybody likes it. Victoria likes it. If it was just me and I was the only one that ever looked at it, I wouldn't get the Harry Potter figures. I like it, but I love sharing it with everybody. So I don't love putting the money up front anymore. So with Super 7 even, I just don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do everything through Big Bad. Now, that was enough of a rant. I'm just wasting your time. Although I know some people enjoy hearing these types of conversations. This guy's a little bit different. He has a double tray, whereas the Mouser only has a single tray. So let me cut that off. He comes with a trading card, which I think is unusual. I don't think any of the Super 7s have come with a trading card. And I may just leave that in the box. Undercover Raphael. If you haven't found Undercover Raphael, then chances are you found him. What? If you haven't found Undercover Raphael, then chances are you found him. Or better still, he's found you, the super sleuth, blah, 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 blah. So it's a regular trading card like McFarlane includes, and then it has the camera base, the tripod, and a pistol. And then he looks really good. I think the hat is molded on, which I am in favor of when, like if you were giving us this Raphael and you were also presenting it as this is your only way to get regular Raphael, then make the hat separate. But if this is the undercover one, have it molded on. It's got a suitcase, camera, like a sound detector, goggles, size. He's good. Let me take him out of the plastic prison. Got him out. I'm not sure if people are happy about this or not. I think it took a little bit of time. It came later than people wanted, but I think it looks great. What's back there? Oh, it's his. So it's probably exactly the reissued Raphael. If you took this trench coat off, which I am not, because then I'll never get it back on. Because it feels like it has the little, whatever the triangle handle blade is, the place for that on his back, which a normal one does. I mean, the soft good is nice. The head sculpt with the hat is nice. That's like the Playmate style, the kind of updated style. This case, I wonder if it opens. Feels like it might. I wonder if the clasp. I don't want to break it. I might watch somebody's video first, but it looks like, I mean, it's on a hinge. No, I'm not going to do that. Has stickers on it. I know some people wish it was painted. I mean, I would prefer it to be painted, but it doesn't bother me really. This pizza's even different. This has actual green peppers. That maybe is supposed to be green anchovies or something, because you can see the peppers. And this has like mushrooms, so it's even a different slice of pizza. That's cool, because they had to mold different ones. Alternate head. And then I think these goggles are nice, like the goggles. But I think I'm probably going to have him, I might have the camera set up, but I think I'm just going to have him like Dirty Harry, like hat and gun type of thing. I'm trying to put these there where you can see them all. I'm happy with that. Raph's my favorite turtle. Undercover Raph, I associate more with the movie. Was there an undercover? So there was Undercover Dawn in the Playmates that was in the wave, like they were releasing right now, Super Surfing Mike and Samurai Leo and Space Cadet Raph. I think Undercover Dawn was the right turtle from that. They're making it Punker Dawn, I think it's series 7 or 8. And maybe that's because they did Undercover Raph like this, and maybe they're going to do all 4 Undercover as exclusives somewhere. I could see that. It's easy. I mean, print money. There were the Undercover Turtles that were the movie Turtles, the Playmates line, but I don't think they ever made Undercover Turtles from Playmates that weren't the movie ones. I don't think. Also, Undercover, I don't think anybody ever really made Street Turtles. You saw in the Hunt videos, or you will see, yeah, you saw in the Hunt videos, I picked up a couple of those Best Action Street Turtles, and I haven't opened them yet, but I'm interested in them. Sewer Surfer Mike, definitely excited about this. These 3, I'm all excited for all of them. And then Scratch. So the main 4 this wave was great. He looks fantastic. The paint really pops. That's what I like. That's what I think as a kid I liked about the Playmates line. I mean, I loved the show. I loved it as a kid. But also all the colors, all the different sculpts, unique things. You think about that line in the 80s. It was ahead of its time. When you compare it to like G.I. Joe or Masters of the Universe, that had a lot of reuse. Like, I think most of Motu is all reuse in that first wave. Like the same body over and over again. Sure, the Turtles are reused, absolutely. But when you start to think about all the different mutants, Ace Duck, Ray Fillet, Pizza Man, Pizza Monster, Pizza Man, Chef Pizza? What's that dude's name? The guy with the pizza box peg leg. Pizza Face. They're all like unique molds that I don't, that they were using. So, I mean, certainly back in the 80s, we got a lot more unique molds than we do today. Anyway, this guy looks great. I am excited for him. And he comes with a fair amount of stuff, just like the Sewer Samurai Leo. By the way, I'll say no joint issues on that Raph. The Wave 5 certainly did have some joint issues. So this will be a traditional one, which has some things I'm excited to talk about, even though I talk about it every time I open one of these. This is a traditional release, so we opened an exclusive, which is going to be different, and then we opened up an accessories pack. But this, a regular release, most of the regular releases have this. The homage to the way the original Playmates came on the weapons rack, in like the color of the weapons. Even though I think once you get to this point in the Playmates toys, this wasn't happening, I like the homage. I wish I could find a way to display them all. I haven't figured that out yet. But so he has the whatever you want to call that, the vintage homage weapons rack. I have to be careful because on one of mine, one of the pieces broke off, which is sad. But I think that's cool. I think that's such a cool way to honor this line. He has 2 really nice, seaweed infested wrapped nunchucks. This one has a star. They're different, so they're different. At least they're different applications to the molds. They are bendy. They feel a little gummy, so it's not like a bendy wire, but I mean they're painted. I think those are cool. And he has the hands. Then the main figure has the big, of course, the surfboard with the chain. He's got the little crab, these little stars. That's all homages, really, They always come with versions of the accessories that the main one had. And then these little turtle wax canisters. So let me get him open. So I like this guy very much. I mean, this line just makes me feel like I'm a kid again. I mean, I can sit here and look at this guy. I remember playing with this dude in the bathtub. Probably bringing him to like a pond. We had a pond in the neighborhood, and that wasn't ours, but one that people let us fish at. You know, some people aren't fans of these, you know, all the different versions of the turtles, but I think most of us that actually were playing with these as 7, 8-year-olds were, because they're just wacky and crazy, and you didn't care about reuse. And in reality, certainly a lot of arms and legs that reuse, but they've also got to do a lot of original sculpt work on this, because these are not soft goods. It's not just paint. It comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with that just a regular like smiling head. Who's going to use that? I mean, even the detail like on his shell has the zipper for the wetsuit, and the wetsuit feels like rubbery. I just love it. I love this line. It is everything for me that is great about collecting. It just really is. I have no idea how you're supposed to use those sunglasses though. That don't feel like possible. Maybe it's not possible with the tongue head. You know, but it does. It just feels like things that are great. It works on that head. Let me see. I guess that works enough. I may not use it with the sunglasses though, but it really does. It feels like what is great about collecting. You know, just the nostalgia. And I mean, I opened this up and I got all these toys sitting in front of me. You only see a few, but I got all those others right there. I just want to sit and play with this guy. And he was my third most anticipated. So I imagine this is going to get even better. Comes with a lot of stuff. I really like it. This is such a strong wave. Maybe the best wave yet when you think about this also had Scratch in it and disqualify Raph, even though I think he's really good too. I don't know if you're a Playmates guy, if you grew up with Playmates, I don't know how you don't like these. Like, I love the NECA line. Here's Ace Duck, one of my most anticipated. I think he was an original 10-back character, wasn't he? Wasn't he the first mutant that wasn't the Turtles or Splinter? Because you had, let's see, what are the 10-back? Maybe not, Bebop Rocksteady. The 10 backs, the 4 Turtles, Foot Soldier, Shredder, April, definitely. Bebop Rocksteady, Ace Duck? Or is it Bebop Rocksteady, Casey Jones? You're probably telling me in the comments right now. I'm going to look it up when I finish opening it up. But he's early. He's an early figure. It's definitely the 4 Turtles, Splinter, April, Shredder, Foot Soldier, Bebop Rocksteady. But is that last character Casey? Or is it Ace Duck? Ace Duck not even appearing in the television show. He's a character they watch on TV. Anyway, I certainly think what NECA does is great. And I love the cartoon and watched it for many years. And I love the movies and all that. But my affinity truly is for the toys that I myself played with. Because I didn't have to imagine what they would look like if I had them. I had them. And so that's really what my nostalgia for. So this is my sweet spot, even though I buy all the NECA stuff too. And I like the Mirage line because of reading the comics. So he is tremendous. I just know this. I do think I'm going to have to heat up part of him to get his wings on. But he has really nice wings. And he has like a pilot's head with a cigar coming out of it, which we're definitely going to use. One of the things I like probably most about Super 7 is they give you like the original inspired head, the Playmates head. And look at these wings. They look great. But then they also give you like a modern, like their version, like a Super 7 Eyes type of head. So like we know, so this is interesting because it's using like airplane wheels as the grid because he doesn't have, he has a gun, which the gun is not on here. The belt, I don't know, it's just curious how they do this. But the Super 7 style that they do, I almost always use that head. I think it's cool the way to do it. Let me get Ace Duck out. I don't know that I'll put the wings on right now while I'm filming this because this has gone on. I told you it's going to be a lot of toys. And like Dub reminiscing and thinking about his childhood. And so I hope you're enjoying it. I promise later in this video it's going to be Toy Show, David, hopefully Kent, maybe some other folks. And we'll see the girls will do some of this with the girls later. So I know this is just almost like a live stream, but hope you're appreciating it. So let me get this guy open, and I'll investigate the wings, but no promises. Show you a couple things real quick. So usually, if you see right here, and you can see there's a piece of plastic over the wire, too. That's the only thing that has wires or clips in Super 7, which I appreciate very much. And then I'll show you this closer again, but I mean, while I'm up here, I mean, come on, man. Look at that head. Cigar head? Nobody's doing that. Are we focused on it? I'll make sure we're focused. That thing's awesome. I love it. We are back, hopefully in focus. And look at the wings. They're so cool. I just went ahead and put the cigar head sculpt on them because that's the one I'm going to use, even though I haven't changed any accessories yet. I wanted to see this dude with the head sculpt, the cigar, the wings, the tail. You can, so the wings have like holes, or the jacket has holes in it for the wings to pop out. If you don't have the wings on, you can use the alternate jacket that doesn't have holes for the tail and the wing feathers, I guess. But how do you not display them like that? Those look awesome. He is awesome. He is awesome. I did not look up whether he was tin back or not. I will next time I break. That guy's super cool. I'm a big fan. I love this line. I don't think I pointed out, so on the slipcover, the emblem, you see Scratch the cat's head there. It's different. It has their picture on it. So this is a interesting figure, important figure. You see Scratch, I haven't looked at it yet. The Crafty Crook Cat. He's been sentenced to 9 life terms. He's busted out of jail 9 times. Now this flea-bitten feline is free to frolic with the Fetid Foot Clan. So Scratch, he looks cool. Man, he looks cool. If you don't know, Scratch, in terms of regular released figures, I believe this is still true, is the most valuable Playmates figure. Now, there may be some more valuable ones that are like Errors or Mail-aways. I don't know. But at the time I had him in my original collection, he was the most valuable one. I had an AFA graded 85 Scratch, mint and package, 85. Back then, this is over 10 years ago, over 12, 13, 15 years ago when I sold my collection. I sold him, I believe, for $3,500 back then. I imagine AFA graded Scratch goes for a lot more than that now. Maybe not. I mean, that was a lot of money back then. He's always been the rare one. My understanding is it's because he came out at the end of the line of Playmates. I don't remember him from the show. I never had him as a kid. That is one I got as an adult to round out my collection. Well, as a young adult, I was in my 20s. I got it graded and so forth. And I mean, I didn't pay a couple $100 maybe. And back then that was astronomical. I couldn't believe I was paying that. Now I pay that for figures all the time. But so he's important, and most people will never be able to have a Scratch, original Playmate Scratch. So this is a great figure for them to get out within the first couple years of this line, because a lot of people want a Scratch and have never had it. But it's just because it's rare. I don't think this is going to become itself expensive on the aftermarket. I think all the Super 7 Turtles, with the exception of like the New York Comic Con Baxter, have just been easy to get, even below retail. So I don't think it's going to become super expensive. But if you want one, you should get one while you have an opportunity. So Scratch also comes with a little buddy, because he's got the little, like, I don't know what that bird is. Seagull, or I don't know. Pelican. Not a pelican. Pigeon. I don't know what he is. He does have 2 trays, but his under tray is just the vintage inspired thing, which is using his ball and chain as the wrap up. And you look at all these figures, these come with a lot of stuff. They really do. They don't shortchange any of the accessories. You know, in the last wave, Leonardo came with a ton. Super Samurai Leo. And so, I mean, I don't know. I say Krang didn't come with much, but he came with 2 full Krangs. 2 different ways you can display it. The Leatherhead didn't have a ton, but he's a huge figure. But all of these figures have came with a lot of stuff. And this may have been the time the price point raised by $10, so maybe they're just giving you more. I don't know. But anyway, let me get him out of the plastic prison. I want to look up if A-Stuck was a 10 back. I want to look up what an AFA Scratch sells for right now, and we'll be right back. Oh, safety! All right, so I looked it up, and silly dumb. I even think I listed all 10 of them. The 4 turtles, Splinter, April, Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, Foot Soldier. That's the 10-back. 10-back means the first release, 1988, and it showed all 10 characters on the back, the cross-sell. You know, back in the day, you'd turn toys around and you'd see all the other ones you could get, and that's the only way you knew about it. There weren't me, and people like me showing these things off on YouTube, or there wasn't YouTube or anything like that. You had to get it from the cross-sell. And so that's the 10-back. Then the 14-back is where it got interesting because it introduces Krang and Baxter on the bad guy side, Key, Casey Jones Key, but then Ace Duck. That's why it was sticking out to me. I was like, I know he's in a weird place where before you got some other maybe key characters, you got Ace Duck. He's like the first non-core character. And I did use hot water just from our faucet. Our water gets really hot thanks to my man Doodog who took care of us when we had a hot water issue. It gets really, really hot very fast. I didn't have to boil it. I just used hot water to get those wings on, if you're aware, or if you need to know. Looked up Scratch. A loose, incomplete Scratch, just the figure, sold recently for $1,100. Loose complete sells for, looks like, between $2,000 and $2,500. A graded 80, AFA 80. Those are the only ones that have sold recently. They sell anywhere between $5,000 and $7,000, which is crazy. There is an AFA 85 on sale on eBay right now for $15,000. Hasn't been bought, but that's its listing. That's the price. It makes me wonder if it's mine. All these years later, you know, I don't think because you get it graded, you do get a unique number, but I maybe could find it actually, because I think I have a picture of that. I think I have a picture of all my, but do I have a picture of the label? I don't know, but I wonder where that is. I wonder where my Scratch AFA 85 is now. I'm sure it's been bought and sold a few times. But if you're a big-time Turtles collector, you don't give something like that up. I mean, I just sold all of it. That was the hardest one to let go, but it also would pay for like a semester and a half of grad school. So I had to do it. Anyway, this guy is tremendous. And it gives me an opportunity to talk a lot about the things we've talked about. So this is really cool. It's in good shape. So you look at like this bag of money. This is a great accessory. Bag of money, and it's like if he picks it up, it's too heavy. And the coins are coming out the back. And they're painted and they're sculpted. That's very cool. There's a ring in there even. That's very cool. You get his little buddy. His little buddy that's holding, maybe that's a coin, or he's going to flip a coin. He's painted all around. He's cool. This cake gun, which is an original accessory, painted all around. So a lot of what they do is you see they'll give you some of the original accessories in the original accessory color. So like you look at Michelangelo's little orange stars. They're kind of intentionally not made fancy because they give you the updated ones also. So if you really want the nostalgia versus you want the updates, you can get both. But he's got like the file, big file, all in the primary color. He's got the fish with the dead eye. You know, so like, could that be painted a little more? I don't know. It's all right. The hammer's got multiple paints and sculpts on it. I think it looks good. The cape gun looks tremendous. Tremendous. But then I know something people have an issue with. He has the ball and chain. It is permanently attached to him, which is probably the way it was in the vintage. I had a loose one. I don't think I had a ball and chain permanently attached. I had a loose one. I think I sold that for like $300 or $400 back then. So it's cool, but like it has the lock on it right there. You can kind of see no paint on it at all. So these are just singular colors when they could have put some paint on the lock. And so you get the mixed bag, right? Like you get all these cool accessories and some tremendous paint on some of these things, and then others they just don't do anything. And I'm sure in the solicitations they showed that painted, and so it upset some people. He's got a bunch of hands. He's got fists. He's got like rabid cat claw hands, and he's got gripping hands that are slightly different. Now, what I've learned, because I didn't pay attention to this before, what Super 7 does when they have gripping hands, they put them that have this hinge, and then they give you identical hands that have up and down hinge, so that you can choose which hand you want to use with certain weapons. I've only recently learned that, and I think you watch a lot of reviews and they look and go, this seems like it's the exact same. Why did they give us two of the same? It's because the hinge is different. I only learned that from watching like The Amazing and the way he articulates stuff. So he's got a bunch of hands, and then his head sculpt is great. It's so full of personality. This is like the looking to the side, like, oh, what's going on over there? Oh, goodness, dip. And then the one on him is great. And he has a nail file as a necklace around his neck, and he has the ball and chain. And he looks tremendous. He looks tremendous. And you think about those price points that I just said. He's big. I mean, you see he's bigger than the turtle, which probably is not a great scale, but I don't care. I mean, how big is a mutated cat supposed to be? I don't know. But the attention to detail on these things, I think, is great. And just, yeah, they don't do some. I don't think they miss it. I think they just choose not to do it. It's expensive. So I love this line. It's always my favorite thing to open and unbox. I think all his sculpting looks good. I got a little bit of... Now, he actually had a traditional plastic tab around him as opposed to the wire, like a NECA style one, which I don't know why, but that's a little different. I just think these are great. The articulation's not tremendous. It's relatively limited, but I'm not going to like put them in ninja poses, even though they're the Ninja Turtles. I just want to enjoy them and play with them, enjoy the sculpt. So I'm going to lay them all down the way the rest of this is, and we're going to go over each thing with a little more detail so you can see all the stuff that we've opened recently. And I promise we'll get out of this house and get out of this chair, but after that, then we're going to open toys with the girls at some point. Rufus is just laying here at my feet being a good boy. He had to calm down a little bit, but he's all right. So let's check these guys out and give you a close-up of everything. All right, we got a lot to show you. Here's the Endless Winter Green Lantern that you saw in a recent hunt video with Frost King, I think. Build-A-Figure. I may end up building that. He's cool. There's the Batrocitus. I like that figure a lot. I'm enjoying these lanterns. This is the Clark Classic Martian Manhunter. I don't know why. I have a special affinity from Martian Manhunter from childhood. I don't really know why. Maybe there was a Justice League show or something that I liked him in, but I always liked him. I like that look. Here's the Kyle Rayner, green gold label, and he has the armor. This is the rock that comes with the throne. I think this is a really nice figure, actually. You know, I think the head sculpt looks good. Texture and all that's good. The throne's pretty cheap. It looks fine, but it's completely hollow. But it'll work. The Lex Luthor throne is nicer. Here's the Auto T Foot Soldier. Tremendous paintwork on this. Comes with a lot of cool stuff. I like the black and white paintwork. It comes with all kinds of weapons, accessories. This Slash could be up for Figure of the Year, as could the Super 7 Slash, the Archie Slash. I think it's on the Toka Toon body. I mean, he looks so good. G.I. Joe stuff. Tiger Force Outback, tremendous figure. Again, thanks to David for making this happen for me because missed my Target order got canceled. Look at that head sculpt. That's so good. He comes with all kind of stuff. Stalker also looks really good. G.I. Joe's killing it right now. He comes with a ton of stuff. The other are the twins. That's Tomax, I think. I don't remember which one I had, which one I didn't. He doesn't come with very much, but I love him. He's got the package. Here's the Viper 3-pack. At some point, maybe in this video, I will compare these guys. And maybe in the next video. Because I don't know if I'll get all this up on a shelf in this video or it'll be later in the next video. But I want to compare that color to the other Viper. That's the Viper Officer. They come with all sorts of stuff, including really cool blast effects. Really nice blast effects. And I guess, I haven't paid attention, but they say G.I. Joe guns all along have had openings. So let's see. Oh, it does. So that's not a gun that came with them. So it sounds like they'll work with most of the G.I. Joe Hasbro guns. So a lot of blast effects. That's the 3-pack. This is the version 2 of Snake Eyes and Timber. A little different color scheme. Again, I want to compare him and the Timber to the other one. He comes with a lot of stuff. Interesting, that was plastic free, did come with that case to keep your stuff in. This plastic free did not. It had a long similar thing to that the weapons were in, but it doesn't like have the number on it, doesn't say what it is. It was just kind of a filler piece. So of interest. Here's the Mythic Legions, the unknown one, with the exclusive Legions Con exclusive head. Thanks to Ron for sending that our way. Kaya posed that up in the Thanksgiving video. Here's the one Natalie posed up. This is Hudson. Again, thanks to the Baileys. Thanks to Jermaine for sending this for Natalie. he is, I mean, come on with it now. We got a lot of different winged characters right here, and they're all unique. Those wings are awesome. And then we get into the stuff that we just opened. So there's Scratch. I mean, look how nice the head sculpt. So much personality. We got Raph. This camera moves around. It's articulated. You can take the legs off. One thing I wanted to show you with Ace Duck. See the cigar. It's so cool. You look at the regular head sculpt, and you see it has the indentations. It's hard to do this upside down. Well, his hat has those same grooves, so his hat will perfectly fit on his head, but not be sculpted. So that is a good way to do it. Then we go over here, get the mousers. You know, you can see I don't think the scratches are great, kind of toony, but I think the other holes are good. I think they could have improved there, but I don't have an issue with it really. And then Mikey just looks fantastic. And I mean, this is just a table full of great stuff. I got the Serpentors. They're going to prop the camera up for when the girls get here. We're going to open up this Moose. We're going to open up the 3011. We're going to open up a couple Dragon Ball figure arts. So that's a table full of delights, I believe. And we may be like an hour into this video. I don't know. I've talked a long time. I hope you enjoyed that, you know, reminiscing. It's fun for me, right? I want to make videos that you all enjoy and that are positive to you, but I also make them for me. Things I enjoy, and it's kind of fun to live that nostalgia, reminisce about old times and what these products have meant to you. Especially when we think about things are getting too expensive, you got to drop lines. It's also nice to reminisce. And you know, as we get through Beat Up Fit and we get into January, I'm not going to be going to as many Targets and Walmart. So we'll still hunt from time to time. We'll still have Life of the Dubs. But I think I'd like to do more just like chatting. And maybe that's live streams and maybe that's videos. I don't know. But kind of just thinking about things and, you know, what this hobby means, and maybe do some top 5s, top 10s, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm interested in. But I don't think I'm going to put this stuff in the collection right now. I want to leave it here because David's coming in the morning, and I think some of this he'll want to see. He is just like all of us. He has to drop out. He's dropped out some of the Super 7 line. He's just NECA Turtles with just a few select characters from here on out. So I don't think he's getting the Mikey, the Undercover Raph, the Ace Duck, or the Mousers. I think he's getting Scratch, but none of the rest. So I want to leave this stuff out here for him to see what it looks like. So whenever I get it up, that's when I'll show you some of the comparisons of the other figures, and I'll probably give you an update on the collection. That may happen in the next episode with Kaya, because Kaya will be home from school, and so we can do it together. So unless there's an intermittent clip with the girls getting home, the next thing will be us opening up those figures. A lot of time at the table, a lot of time with toys. It'll be a toy-heavy episode. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get to it. You can hear the girls are home. I did actually end up bagging up the accessories, but I'm not putting them away so David can see it. You can hear the girls are home. Kaya's making us dinner. So we're not quite opening these toys yet. And since we're not going to see the girls for most of this episode, you can see them now.
Hi!
What are you making us for dinner?
Sloppy Joes with mashed potatoes and gravy and creamed corn.
That sounds good. Have you ever made any of that before? Sloppy Joe? All right, well, let's look at this. I need both of your undivided attention.
Yes.
So this gentleman right here, this was the PulseCon exclusive G.I. Joe. His name is Serpentor.
Serpentor.
Yes. So Serpentor...
Oh, is that a play on the word serpent?
I mean, I think that's safe. And like Emperor, I think that's pretty safe. So if you've ever heard the story... well, hold on. Let me set this thing up. Before we set it up, you see this gentleman.
Yes.
Right? You see him?
He's gold.
He's gold. He has like snake ornate stuff. Underneath here will be this chariot that he flies. We're not opening up in this episode.
Does this mean we get to get a snake?
No.
Oh, that'd make Mom really
Absolutely
happy.
not. So you see him, right? You need to understand him. You see his face because it's part of what we're going to do. You have to understand. So you just take him in.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable with taking him in?
It's green eyes, I think. Are those green?
Just more like what type of person you think he is.
Not pleasant.
All right, so hold on. Okay, so I think I've told you the story with Kimberly that there was this time, the only time that I can remember Kimberly getting in trouble, like actually getting in trouble, not because I manipulated her into doing something, but that she was in on the trouble, like she was willing to get in trouble, was there was this 5-day, 5-part episode of G.I. Joe. So I would have been I want to say like 7, and Kim was probably 10 or 11, somewhere around there. It had to be like in the late 80s. And it was called Arise, Serpentor, Arise. And it was 5 straight episodes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And, or maybe it was on, actually I don't think it was, it ended on a Wednesday for some reason. Now who knows, back in the days of syndicated television, so maybe 2 were on at once. But, so she watched G.I. Joe with me, she liked G.I. Joe actually. She liked Lady J, she liked Scarlet. But they, so what Cobra was doing, Cobra's the bad guys, they felt like they were not defeating G.I. Joe enough. In fact, we should watch this tonight. This is what I think, don't you think? Okay. And then G.I. Joe the movie would be great bonding time. So they're like losing. And they've lost confidence in Cobra Commander as their leader, who's kind of always like a buffoon. Like back in the 80s, like the leaders were usually dumb, like did dumb stuff. Now Megatron really wasn't, and Transformers, but Starscream was. But Cobra Commander was kind of an idiot. In fact, like Destro, Destro's like his weapons dealer.
Okay.
He's not necessarily like second in command of Cobra. He's Tony Stark. He gets him his stuff. And so Destro would just be like, a Cobra Commander's stupid. Like, how did he waste my nuclear bombs? What an idiot. Anyway, so they're gonna make Serpentor because they need a new leader. And Dr. Mindbender, who is the San Diego Comic-Con figure that should come in a couple days, he's the mad scientist that creates the bats, those robot guys that I have. Mm-hmm. He says, if we can get the DNA of the 5 greatest warriors of all time, we can create the best bad guy. We'll have so they're getting like Attila the Hun or Alexander the Great, and they're going in there. So each day they're robbing a tomb to get the DNA, and the G.I. Joes are trying to stop them. And so they stop them from whoever's at the end, and it's Sergeant Slaughter that stops them, if I remember it right. And so they take his DNA instead. They take Sergeant Slaughter's DNA. Or maybe they intended to, but I think they did it instead because he's the greatest G.I. Joe. So they create Serpentor out of this DNA, and that's who that character is. And that was really to set up the movie. But it was such an interesting cartoon that either one of us refused to leave, because I know you don't understand this, but before the internet and before recording anything, it came on at 4 o'clock. I may never see it again if I don't watch it at 4 o'clock. I have no way to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand the concept of it may be out on DVD. Like, you know what? You're like, I don't see it. I'll never, ever see it again. And so it was Wednesday night, and it's the 5th episode of it's the finale of Arise, Serpentor, Arise. And you know that my dad's a preacher, and back then we had church on Wednesday night, so we had to go to church. His job. And we were like, no, we refused to leave to go to Wednesday night church until the episode of G.I. Joe was over, and we found out if they got Sergeant Slaughter's DNA or not. And Kim, I didn't manipulate. She's like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm sitting right here. I'm on the couch. I want to see it. I'll find out what happens. They have Attila the Hun's DNA. We're gonna see what happens. So that's that character, Serpentor.
Okay.
So I think I've told you a version of that story, but I don't know that I've told them. And next time we have Kim on, we'll ask her about it, because I guarantee she remembers that. This is the only time she also got in trouble, like, was willing. So we should watch that. It only take like 40 minutes probably to watch them. So Serpentor, he eventually becomes the leader of Cobra, even though Cobra Commander doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And that's part of what the movie's about, is like their power balance. And you learn that there is this bigger empire of Cobra called Cobra-LA. And so Serpentor, and this is why we're actually sitting here.
It's like Los Angeles?
You have things like
Something burning?
fire.
Yeah, there are things on heat.
Oh no! Turn that thing off. What's on the heat? Just the pan itself?
Just pans.
Okay. Pan like from Dragon Ball Pan? That figure went up for pre-order.
Yeah.
And it looks beautiful. So that's his thing. So you know how in like sports or color guard or whatever, you have like a rallying cry.
Yeah,
So when we go to the University of Georgia game next Saturday, they will go dogs, sick 'em, and everybody will say it at the same time. 100,000 people. That's their rallying cry.
Okay.
So Serpentor has a rallying cry.
Okay.
when he's charging into battle.
Oh, is this the...
So I would like for you to guess with his unit being Cobra-LA, what do you think his rallying cry sounds like?
For some reason, my brain thinks Los Angeles.
No, it's not Los Angeles. Just make it up. It's for someone so creative. You always freeze when I ask you to do anything improv. We've really got to do improv if we're going to do more theater. I'm telling you the name of his team.
Yes, it's Cobra-L.
I'm spelling it. I'm not telling you how it's pronounced. I'm spelling it. It's up to your interpretation how it's pronounced.
I want so badly to hear her do this.
Go. What do you think it is?
Cobrala.
Say it to the camera with fervor.
With fervor.
I mean, loud. I'm loud so the neighbors hear you.
Like me
From
playing
that
Minecraft loud?
deep. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look right at the camera and do it.
Okay. Sorry. Cobrala!
All right. So, do you know what the answer is to this?
Yes.
Because you watched me pulling the video earlier.
Yes.
So,
And I was curious as to
why this was happening?
Yes.
So
Now
you're not far off. You're not far off. So he will yell. It is law, but he'll say the word law multiple times.
Oh, is it Cobra la la la?
Yeah. So now I want you to stare at the camera and do that.
Oh, that's funny.
And do that.
Okay. Is Cobra and law separate, or is it Cobra Crablaw?
No, it's the first way you said it, not the whatever mishmash of words that you just said. Cobra, law, and then a bunch of laws after that.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
Yeah, stare at the camera. Let them know.
I feel like this is gonna get edited in some weird way.
But maybe.
Cobra la la la.
All right. We're gonna put it on the TV and let her see how he says it, and then we'll try again.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
All right. All right. Now we're gonna watch yours the way you did it right now.
Cobra la la la.
And now we're gonna watch it again. How do you think we did? Close? All right, now, do you want to try right now to do it correctly? Do you think you can do it better right
I
now?
don't think I can. Okay, sure. This is like one of my chorus things. Okay.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, go.
Cobra la 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 la.
You need like 1 or 2 more
I was
laws.
gonna say 3 or 4 more laws.
So, how many laws is it? Like 10?
Shall we watch it again?
Sure.
Yes.
You can count it.
15.
15. All right, go.
Cobra la 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 la.
You confident with 15?
No.
Well,
I lost count after 7.
that's good enough. Let's have some sloppy joes.
Okay.
Do it one more time.
Cobra la 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 la.
I think that's a winner. I appreciate that after being the emperor of Cobra, you just slave over hot stove to make supper. Cobra lawing is hard, isn't it? Yeah. We're going to have some supper, and then we're going to open up 11. Who wants to open up the moose?
Mom does. I know that for sure.
It's because she wants you to open up 11, I think. I think that's what's happening. Do you think that Serpentor would have a sloppy joe with us?
Sure he would.
I think
if
so.
If he knew you and Kim's dedication to his show,
Then he would?
then I think he would really.
Yeah, I agree. He can take snakes and turn them into like rigid spears and throw them through people.
Hey Mom, Brian, there's sloppy G.I. Joes.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay, we had our supper. Thank you, Kaya, for supper.
Thank you very much.
We have a ball for Rufus.
Yep.
So we're going to open toys. 306 scale 11.
Which I have not looked at and I'm excited to look at.
I haven't looked at it either.
Oh, you haven't opened up this flag?
No. Does it have a flap?
Yeah.
Show them.
Alright.
She's got the moose. What's the moose's name?
The moose's
On the
name
side. Be on the side. Other
is
side.
Alder.
Alder. The moose. And I have superhero Ultimate Gohan, which they've now. So there's an alternate head with Gamma 1, an alternate head with Gamma 2, and now an alternate head with Pan. I think I have 3 more of this body. Plus, Andrew Bogish is getting me an alternate head. Yeah, they got cool.
Do you want to
inserts.
keep the background?
We keep these boxes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
they have cool backgrounds. So I'm going to need probably even another of these. Now they are only like $35 if you can find them. And Figure Arts themselves announced that they're going to have a Gohan Beast figure coming, which is great. Here you go, buddy. Did you show the good people all of them? You're just staring at them.
I am.
Now the moose probably don't have any parts, just as
She comes in her dress from season 1. Is that when this was? Season 1?
yeah, yes, that should be. I think everything they're making right now is season 1.
Okay, and 2 Eggos, and she comes in an alternate cloak, which is her hospital gown, which I can see in the back there. And she comes with 8 hands, not including the 2 that she
You
already
might
has
can use
on.
those, but yeah, you just walk those.
And 2 face plates. I think one of them is the
They're face plates or they heads?
2 heads.
Oh, it's like if they're face plates, that's disappointing.
2 heads. One of them is, I'm pretty sure, bloody nose. 11, and the other one is neutral face.
Whip it out!
Okay.
So these are the like $35 superhero. So he just has 2 heads and 6 extra hands. They don't come with effect pieces at this price point. It looks like they just put up a new Super Saiyan Vegeta that'll be at this price point, which that figure has got really expensive in the aftermarket, any version of that. So that'll be happy for folks. But you'll see the difference when we get to sell. This Gohan is, I think, the new 3.0 body, which is a very nice body. And of course, we'll give it a close-up. All that jazz. All that hot pants. You know what I mean, right?
So she has a stern expression with bloody nose and just a standard expression. Oh, she has a wristwatch, too.
Oh, wow.
She has 2 pairs of psychokinetic hands, 1 pair of fists, and 1 pair of hands for holding waffles.
How does that make you feel inside?
I like waffles.
Did you like the Dragon Ball
And 1 pair of
Superhero
relaxed
movie?
hands. I did really like it.
Do you hope that they make a great big bad guy from that movie?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, the big guy. Oh, that's cool. Her gown has a bunch of dirt and stains.
So they have her like as she's walking out with the Eggos as a version, or you can have her in the gown naked as a version. I would be of an opinion that you want the in the clothes version of the gown, probably. I would not recommend whatever version you put her in. We're never going to change it. It's just what's going to happen. We will never change it.
But it's
And the gown is cool.
stains on it.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah, so you can pick which way you want her to be. Remember, we're getting all the rest of them, and they will probably be in regular clothes, that's my guess. But you can have however you want. So, we'll probably have this Gohan. Hey, buddy.
Oh,
Did you drop the ball for me? Where is it at?
A little wall.
Did I lose it? Do
And
you
they're
see the-
shaded too.
Oh. We'll show close-ups on the parts and pieces for that before we put them in the bag.
Comes up with 2 little.
Gohan. Or actually all of this. So,
Do we keep these boxes?
screen head. Yeah. Oh yes, yes.
Seems like we.
6 scale boxes we keep. I think I'm gonna have them in the gritting teeth face. You what?
The box says that I'm putting these on correctly, but I don't feel like they look right.
Having a difficulty.
Oh, that's cool. Those are really nice.
Is it making you sad?
Here.
You.
Yeah, it makes my brain think that something's off. Does
Can I
that
see
look
it?
correct?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
That's no issue with the moves. Did we keep all the little plastic pieces?
No. That's what Josh says. No plastic.
The jacket actually zips up. There's a zipper.
Yeah, I guess you haven't
really
opened much
tiny
6 scale
zipper.
figures, have you?
Oh, the tail's articulated on the move.
Oh my god.
Tell her, Rufus!
Mom, look how tiny that zipper
You were playing with the
is.
spaceman after I said you never played with the spaceman on camera.
Oh. Those are
Hi,
nice.
Bubba.
These are
Where's your
Converse
ball,
without
though?
the star on them.
Have you been piling your toys up near our feet?
What'd you say?
These are Converse, right?
Yeah, it's probably not officially licensed, but yes, they've been
Yeah,
like
it's
Chucks.
Converse without the star.
Yeah.
And her
Sure, there's
socks.
Chucks in that.
Oh, that's
She's in
cool. It's cool.
Here
how
is Alder in all of his glory.
Do you think he's wonderful?
He is. He's very
Go Han.
He's got lots of awesome details.
It's cool how it's like they add like the dirt and grime and stuff on the dress and the socks and the shoes.
6 scale figures are
We got
wonderful.
everything out of the box.
I don't think she's opened at least one 6 scale figure, but she hasn't opened. I mean, that's a different level of thing altogether.
I've opened Bill.
Maybe which one?
Bill.
Huh?
Bill?
What word are you saying?
Bilbo.
Bilbo. Well, why do you say that list? It's like you became mute in the middle of it. I don't know.
Oh, she has a little watch. That's cute. It is currently 10:56.
Well, guess it's time for bed. Your thoughts? No?
If we flip it around, then it's 950.
Would you like to open cell?
I'm curious if those numbers mean
No, you can open
anything.
cell.
Since we're going to be here for 4.5 hours.
I know, right? She's just taking forever.
I apologize.
So this, I've been waiting to show this. This is the new thing in Figgy Arts, where instead of giving you the little instruction book, I guess this is their, even though that's not plastic, they put the instructions on the side of the flap.
Hey Brian, can you take off the head? I'm too worried I'll mess it up.
Are you going to put the bleeding head on it? So she's got Egos, extra hands, extra head sculpt, and gown, basically, right?
Yes.
She's pretty good.
My stuff she comes with, which is like shoe out stuff.
Yeah, she's pretty good. The only thing we have from this line so far is the Demogorgon. Which is really cool. She's pretty good. That's a good figure.
Thank you.
3-0's making good stuff. Poor Gohan. 3-0's making really good Oh, Rufus, I got you with poor Cell. Imperfect Cell got you. Got you, Mama. I'm sorry.
He's got his space name. It's a little buck.
So this Cell, I got several of. I got 4 of the Gohan. I got 3 of the Cell. I do have the Cell Shell, which will probably have him coming out of, even though the Cell Shell doesn't fit on the Cell Saga shelf. But I want to kind of have him in that Cell shell, which we will show you probably in the next episode. So he's got...
It opened up all wide so you can like suction up
Yeah, you can do the
someone.
suction cup tail, the stinger tail,
Oh.
or the... Well, I guess the stinger tail goes onto...
Yeah,
This is the tail, and you pick which one you want on him. So
Yeah.
you can pick which. Oh, he's great.
Well, how are you going to do him on the shelf? Who is he going to be on the shelf with? Would you
He's
want
going to be
like,
coming out of the Cell shell.
Oh, okay, then we'll do this one.
Yeah, I don't think that's why I got multiple of this guy. Honestly, was specifically because it has the cool tail pieces. These are really awesome. So he looks just fantastic. What they're doing, I think, is great with a lot of the new versions of the villains. Big fan. He has several alternate heads. So you think the stinger is what we go with?
Oh, I gotta get it all up in there.
You can bend those wings. Those wings will bend up. He's got alternate head, ears, whatever you call that. I don't know.
Helmet?
On an Android. Yeah, I guess helmet. It comes with a lot. So you see the difference in the $70 price point. Oh, show them. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry, all of them.
So he's got wings, he's got tails, multiple faces, a lot more hands. No effect piece though. But I guess technically you could say his effect piece would be
Tail.
the tail.
You
It
have
is
him in the captain of the Ginyu Force cover.
That's true. That is true. Kai, are you excited for when the final season of Stranger Things comes back in a couple years?
I'm nervous, excited, a bit worried.
You might be 16 years old before it comes back. That's very possible.
Maybe you guys will need to watch it before me.
I won't have to give you the
The
censored version so that you don't cry.
Okay, I didn't like watching people.
You think you're gonna start liking watching people get murdered? So so this head sculpt must be for a very specific one, is my guess.
The downside is his feet.
Yeah, his feet are a little wobbly, it looks like.
It seems like
Oh, real wobble. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. I got him.
it seems like when I watch Game of Thrones, I may enjoy watching people murder.
So,
Some.
what is this extra? This one must be. So it looks almost identical. I think it's because one of these is like a raised eyebrows. So it raises his eyebrows up. That's what I think. I think it's probably this one.
Done.
Nice.
I don't know. That's confusing.
That looks
I guess I should look at
good.
the instructions. Oh, that does look good. Does she got Elga? Yeah, that's good.
Uh-huh.
That's very good. I'm gonna look at these instructions. In fact, we'll bring the camera down and give close-ups on all this stuff now that she's done. Rufus' face is in my crotch.
Oh. That's true.
Show off that moose. Alder the moose.
Do you want me to keep
any of the stuff
in the package?
This is Mythic Legion's. Not sure who's supposed to mount. No, we'll put it in a bag. You can just leave it on the table for now. Look at that honey on the moose. Got a little tail. It looks great. It looks great.
Very good.
I mean, who doesn't want a moose? Here's Gohan. And then maybe like 3.0 style body. Looks very good.
Should I have Gohan ride the moose?
Sure, yeah. And then here's Cell. Fantastic. Truly fantastic. And you see this headpiece here looks to be identical, except I think one of them is like a raised eyebrow. So I'm going to read the instructions and see if it tells me. The curve is large for the scream. Okay, let me do that. You don't like Cell? I have to put the curve is large for the scream, buddy. No, that's not for Rufus. Okay. All right.
Gohan riding moose.
Ooh, ride it. All right, so we didn't change the screaming head because we're going to have him come out of the Cell shell. So we have him relatively neutral. There's Gohan. Now let's show you the 11 items. Kai wants to make sure you see the, that is actually really nice. The stains and smears. It kind of looks like some of your clothes sometimes, huh? A little grease stain. So, you want to show her off?
Sure.
We'll give you a close up on this head sculpt. I'm sorry. That's a regular head sculpt when we're not using. We've kind of blended because if we have her doing the Doom, she probably should be in the gown. But I think we want her in the regular clothes. I have the opinion. I'm not a big fan of the female figures being almost naked in your display. It's just not my thing.
In my brain, I think of this as that one scene after she gets the Eggos and they're all hanging out by the cliff.
Oh, she's like stopping the bully?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I mean, it's actually very, very, very nice. Nicer than I thought it would be. I thought about not getting this line, and then I thought about canceling it after the Demogorgon because we don't really have a good place to put this line right now. They sit back there with the Harry Potter, but I'm glad we didn't. She's really good. I think Lucas is the next to come. So what is your favorite parts about her, Kai?
I like the detail on the shoes because they're really muddy. And I like the dress because it has all of like little like beading on it. The waffles are really nice.
Yeah.
The head sculpts are really cool too.
Yeah.
So
I really think 3.0 is one of the top toy companies in the world right now.
She comes with 2 waffles.
They're making those awesome Transformers.
2 of these hands, which she has one of them on her right now.
Iron Man figures.
2
Stranger
waffle holding
Things,
hands that she has one
Game
on
of
her right
Thrones, The
now.
Walking Dead. They're a sweet spot.
2 like chokey hands.
Force choke.
She has 2 relaxed hands and 2 fists.
Do you like her? So do you think you would collect 6-scale figures when you do your own collection entirely on your own? You think this is a scale you like? I don't think anybody doubts the quality of the figures. People just don't really love the scale because they're big and they're hard to figure out like how to find space for. But, you know, Hot Toys and the like, pretty tempting.
It's very tempting. They look very good, the ones that...
Look at all these toys we got.
Peaches.
Oh, cheers.
Peaches.
Oh, peaches. Well, before we say goodbye to the girls for this episode, Kai and I run an errand to the storage unit. Why is Kai going? I don't know. Kai likes to just get in a car.
I do like cars.
She just likes to get in a car and go wherever we're going. So we're going to go to the storage unit. I did to get gas. I mean, it's all just stuff so I don't have to do it in the morning. Because David and I are going to leave relatively early, probably. But there is, at the Retro Toy Con tomorrow, there is the voice of all 4 Turtles original. Now, I have them all that have signed my skateboard, but I'm thinking about getting a NECA piece signed by them. I don't know if I am. It will entirely depend on how much it costs. If they're the price that like some of the folks were at Anime Week in Atlanta, like $60, $70 each, I'm not doing it. It's just not. I'm not doing it. It's too much money. But if it's half that price, maybe. If I can get all 4 of them signature for under $160 or less, so $40 each or less, I would consider it. $25 each, I would do it. So I got to get that piece just in case. I got to fill up the gas tank so we don't have to get gas in the morning. Kai wants a prize. I think that's why she's actually in the car. She wants a prize. Do you want the prize to be glue stick and popsicle sticks and jiggly eyes? So you can make the popsicle stick with the jiggly eye on it?
I don't...
Or would you rather have like an ice cream?
The latter.
No. It's pretty cold, 44 degrees. Gotta have the seat. Oh, temperature's on, you know.
I was cold.
What?
My seat wasn't on the heating. It was on the cooling.
What?
My seat.
What was wrong with your seat?
My seat wasn't on heater. It was on cooling.
Oh, so the cheeks were getting a little ice? Problem is, I got all these boxes, these empty boxes in the way. If you remember from last time I was here, I think what I want is that. I gotta go through all these empty boxes. It's poopy. I got way too much stuff. We gotta get all this stuff listed on eBay too. Bunch of Lego. There's big money in Lego if we decide to sell that. How was your time in the car while I was in the storage unit?
Quiet.
Did you turn your air conditioner on?
No.
So I got this. The Haulathon 4-pack, which I never opened. Because I already have all these open from a different set of 2-packs. So I've never opened it, but if I got each of the voice actors to sign over the top of their turtle, do you think that would be cool?
Yes.
I think it would be cool too. Depends on how much it is. Time for socks.
Socks?
That's the prize you want? Toe socks?
I'll take some socks. I already have, I have socks where it's like gloves and each toe has its own like thing. But I also have socks that have the toes cut out.
How does that make you feel?
They're an interesting experience.
What do you mean, what is happening?
I'm confused.
Well, we're right beside Meeple Madness out at night and they're open. Do you want to walk in there and get a little D&D on right now?
I'm sorry, wait, what?
No. We're going to go in there and you can inquire about what things they... Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So Meeple Madness is the game store, board game, D&D, cards, etc. that we come to, that Kai has friends that come to, and she wants to learn about what games they play. They have some regular games. Oh, it says Guild Store. We got a little bit of information. What are you looking at? The Witchlight Carnival dice set. There's a lot of people in here playing today. There's a lot of game days going on. So it looks like Monday is when we need to come back to learn more. Look at this Santa pin. Fine art pens. Chibi Vex.
These are cute.
You like this treasure chest of dice? Do you enjoy that? Look at that belly. Half giant. Taco Cat, Goat Cheese Pizza. So I'm realizing it's Friday Night Magic. That's why it's so busy. Friday. It's Friday Night Magic, and the Brothers War is the new Magic set. So that's why there's all these people, because it's Friday Night Magic. No, I don't think we need any more. These are 4D puzzles. Look at that.
Oh, I was trying to do one of those before. They're
That's
very
cool.
hard.
Oh, Robin Hood chess set.
There's a dice set.
Or a dice set down there.
Oh, not a dice set.
Chess set?
Yeah.
You might as well be a dice set compared to how bad I whipped you in chess. Look at the dice Christmas tree. Aluminum dice Christmas tree. Those dragons are cool. It's very busy in here. That room is neat. Oh, it's open. We can sneak in there. Fog of Love. And then here's the room that you could rent and reserve, which is very cool. We got people playing in there, so I want to show you. You could rent that for D&D, for like parties and stuff. Very, very neat. Hero Hockey. Got a lot of miniatures. I heard somebody say take your shirt off. A lot of miniatures. Is that Warhammer? I feel like. They also have a huge miniature area way like beyond that wall. What's this? Is that? They did have a Yonic Quarto. Huh. Oh, okay, I see.
Tall, short.
Your opponent chooses a piece for you to play, and you have to. It's like reverse Jenga.
All right, do you want to try?
Yeah, we'll try. It's like a version of Connect Four, Tic Tac Toe. You have to get. If you form a line of 4 pieces, so I guess you use each other's with one common characteristic, you win. All right. Okay,
All right.
we can do it.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, so pick me a piece.
Pick you a piece. This one.
This one?
Yeah, place it. Yeah. Ooh. We're on the move. Pick me a piece. Which one? This one? We're gonna go there.
Pick me one.
This one. Pick me one. Pick me one.
This one.
That one?
Pick me one.
This one.
This one?
Yeah. Sing a song now. 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 Come on, you gotta put it down somewhere. Pick me one. Pick me one. It's exciting. Pick me one. I only have 4 left.
Dang it. Shouldn't have did that.
Huh?
I shouldn't have did that.
Pick me one.
You're gonna win either way.
Pick me one.
And
Pick me one.
I'm not good at this.
Pick me one.
That one.
This short one?
You win.
This short one? Well, this short one I could put here and win as 4 smooth surfaces, or here and win as 4 short surfaces.
Because if I
This
picked
one
that
I could put 4 short surfaces.
Or here.
Or here is 4 circles. This one,
Same
4
one
short
applies.
surfaces. And if you pick this one, smooth surfaces.
Yeah. Anyway, you win.
That game's pretty fun, actually.
That is fun.
Yay, we'll play one more time. I won the first one, she won the second one. I guess that means she gets ice cream. New Wendy's Peppermint Frosty. And French fries to dip in it. All right. Well, we're going to have Frosty. And I'm going to wake up in the morning and go to the toy show, so we may not see Kai or Mom, but we may when we get home. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Yeah. Do the Cobra La one more time.
Cobra la 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 la
La la!
la.
I think that's...
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Yes. It's the next morning. We're in Greenville. David and I are at what's this called? Strassner's for breakfast for 21. They are open. Thank you very much. Strasser's. And it's like a bakery, cafe, and like Cracker Barrel. We wanted breakfast. We went downtown, but there was really nowhere to park. We're almost at the venue, so we just thought we'd stop in and look at these treats. Oh my goodness. We got pies, cakes, fruit cakes, sugar-free loaf cake. Huh. I thought we were just swinging in for like some eggs. I didn't realize it was going to have all this. My goodness. Think this is a good stop. Ooh. Well, our sandwich was delicious. At the Embassy Suites, way out in the middle of the country. Nothing really around. The downtown area, I've never been to downtown Greenville, South Carolina. It was charming. I wish this was down there, but this is out here by itself, probably cheaper. So the first thing we're gonna do, Kent will be here, or is here. We're just gonna take a lap, check out what's going on, make our decisions if we're gonna get anything signed. We both brought stuff to get signed, but that'll be dependent upon pricing. This looks like a Toylanta type show to me. Similar size parking lot, hotel structure. So we've never been here. Here we go. It is a very nice hotel, actually. I think this is probably the destination that we have. Somewhere in this area, I believe. It's an animated film. Buddy. Oh, I got touching it. Made it. This scout trooper is wearing a thong.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, full thong.
Yes, if you were afraid, then we would definitely roll with it. But the fact that you're not afraid.
Kent, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go somebody's room, and make that swippy swap? Yeah. Maybe you'll have somebody come out with Transformers in the middle of the evening.
Some of the special signatures.
Yes. Did you bring your Stormtrooper thong situation?
Can't say if I did or I didn't, but if I did,
What is it?
I may or may not show anybody.
Hey, this is the place, seemingly. Show it. Sure, those are good costumes.
Custom print them for one.
Oh, he's got a thong. I guess the way the crotch piece works, it just creates thong.
Those are 9 out of 10 suits. They're pretty cool.
They're good. They look good. So we do have, of course, Greg, or not Greg, but Kent and Jetta with us. Ryan's here. Greg didn't come, right? Is he coming?
Nah, just the hall.
Trapped in the no-no square. I had to show my hand. Trapped in the no-no square. Woo! And I have some Mythic Legions for you in the car.
We have significant body heat.
Immediately, I can take my hoodie off right away. Woo! What's up, dude?
What's up?
Oh,
Hey, Big Dub.
Small Soldier,
How's it going?
$600. That's you, yeah?
Yeah, no.
Pegasus. Oh, the Utron. Is that regular? That's his regular price, yeah? About
That's cool. I like this.
40. This is Toy Federation's booth, I think, right?
Yeah. Wolves action.
Shredder, Casey. So I just had that fill on my big bag.
That's good looking.
Yeah. That line is great.
Pulse. These are gonna make match.
Oh, have you seen these? The arcade pixelated? Man, they got a bunch of new stuff right away. That's cool. See, Battle of the Sarlacc pit. So we get to hang out with the boys.
This is what I was.
Oh, that's just the pin set as its own box. Does that hold value? I know you're not going to answer verbally, but I am curious. Does that hold value to in-box NECA Turtle Collectors, even though it sat at Target forever, like 3 years? But it does now hold value?
Retro.
Do you have that individual box like that? Does it make you feel ashamed? Yes. Oh, those animation cells? No. Those are just big animation cells. Oh. I mean, we're just 1 inch in, and I'm just like, oh dear. It's pretty crowded in here. And we're not really looking at all right now. We want to learn Pro-Mag toys. Oh, the Dobby? Oh, no. I want that Dobby. I was about to say, there could really be nothing that I'd want here, and then there's immediately a big Dobby. But we want to see how much they're charging for the autographs. That's an important part. There's Jill. She's truly outrageous. So we're gonna, it looks like the turtles are over there. We're gonna see how much they are to make our decision on that. Rebel base, all that. You see the turtles are all in line here. It looks like that line goes way out. And you just come down it. We just want to see how much it costs. We've met them before. If it's cheap, we may do something. But there they all are, which is super cool to see. Lost David. There's David. They are $30. It looks like the line is quite long. That may be a comeback later in the day. I don't know. There's poor boy. So the option we're going to do is spend some time with our friends, walk around, film before we wait in that line that may take 2 hours, and hope, I mean the show's open for 8 more hours, so we'll hope that it's not, we will hope that it's not busier later. Maybe it'll lighten up later in the day. So we're gonna hang out with friends, show you some stuff here. Think about the signatures later. They are cheap though, so we might get them. So is that like Avengers animated cells? Huh. The Last Ronin is hiding at Embassy Suites. Hunt him down for a selfie. This is a lot of autographs. You know, I usually don't buy stuff like this, but I would buy an animation cell. Oh, there's our buddy's art there. And stuff. Huh. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, so we're going to try to find one thing that's gone crazy. I know I've shown the outside of this booth a couple times. This thing, look how crazy that's got. $500 for the comic villains. You could have had that all day long for $80 just a couple years ago. All day long. It's crazy how quickly things change. Alright, let's find our friends. More of the Toy Federation's booth. I got Sergeant Slaughter up there. I have him in my pile of loot. Flag. The Technodrome right there. So missing the eye. Castle Grayskull. Some cool stuff. Of course, lots of retro stuff. When it is Retro Toy Con. E.T. Got the Hasbro ring with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the $1 Million Man. They're both here. Signing. I wouldn't mind meeting either one of them, especially $1 Million Man. Wouldn't mind that. Not even going to get signed, but you never know. Hot Toys, 6 scale. Oh yeah, Star Wars. A lot of 6 scale stuff. Marvel. Scarface down there. What Joker is this? I still don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a non-licensed Joker. I got you. It's the Joker card, not saying it's the Joker. Lucy's down here. Oh, it's a Monstar. Homer Simpson Lucy. No. And just action figures lose $5 each, 3 for $10. Falcon. That's cool. I don't know what that is. It's cool. Oh, is this the clone trooper that has the Porgy? Yeah, it's the Halloween 4. I wouldn't mind to have that, but I'm not paying that price. I think my man Doodog's going to help me out with that. Huh. Oh, a horsey. Oh, a big horsey. Wow. It's like a lot of 6 scale. That's a Bucky. That horse is nice. There's a donkey. Doggy peeing. Some various diorama pieces. This looks like a Joe Fest, Jolana. Got a Fiken body. Jowl ball. You can find some interesting stuff at these type of booths. These weapons and such. That's where Greg Cook would be diving in if he was here. Definitely just heard Hacksaw Jim Duggan do the hoe. He must be close to Hacksaw. Are you going to meet Hacksaw Jim Duggan? No. We were just talking about these guys coming up. This was one of my favorite collections back when I had them all. They were just very brittle. It's like DC Collectibles, DC Direct, Green Lantern Corps, and the Blackest Night. I had so many of those. Got rid of them. And I think that's what the McFarlane stuff right now is kind of scratching that itch for me. That dude is cool. Dark Flash. I like the way the Green Lantern Corps looks together. The Sentinel. Some turtles. Oh, those are some old turtles there. Good stuff to get some. Look at all those championship belts. A Ring of Honor? Huh. That's the original 2-packs, right? The very first Target releases. Those would be cool to get signed, but you can't really shredder anymore. Look at that smaller Krang Android body. Never had that. I had it as an adult, never had that as a kid. Other Turtles stuff. Lots of Lucy's here. Let's see. Bluger. John Cena. Oh, there's a Troll. Mythic Legions. These belts. Huh. Stone Cold. See if I could find an elite $1 Million Man that was affordable, like not marked up through the roof. I would consider it as that. That's a Dragon Stars. Yeah, that's a Figure Arts. Can always use extra bodies. Bunch of wrestlers down there. Nikolai Volkov. Yeah, that's cool too. So this booth does have some of the new. That's the new Barbarian, Gladiator. Got a Troll. It's just the new Dwarf Legion Builder. He's cool. And it's the new Skeleton Legion Builder, Dark Templar. I think that's one of the new vampires, right? I think. That guy. I'm dig that guy. And that's the new Goblin on the bigger body. I don't know about Chase Lance Archer. There's some graded. It's a cool booth. Devastator, not Devastator, but Doomsday Build-A-Figure. I'm interested in some of that. Booth right across from us got Van Helsing. Is that all unarmored West? No, they have armored and unarmored. Do they have prices on it? Let's say 50 something or 30 something. They're $37.99. That's the retail price. Oh, we might just be. This could happen. That's just retail price. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, this just escalated very quickly. Retail price at a show? You kidding me?
A little rare.
That's wonderful news.
How much is 25?
Awesome. This is Needless Toys booth, and they just told us they try to beat everybody online, including Big Bad Toy Source price, which we are seeing for sure. So there's a few things we're definitely going to pick up there. They got some more Ronins, they got Krang. So they're selling the Super 7 underneath the retail price at a show. Oh, look at that. I haven't seen that guy in a while. Oh, they got the Black Panther ones up there. Oh dear. David.
Get mine ready. I ended up working them out that day. So he got it like 2 days later.
Doom. Needless Toys. Needlesstoys.com.
Right.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Price underneath anything you can see, it looks like to me. And we're at a show. I mean, everywhere else we've looked, these are $65, $70 here. And I'm like, I get it. I know, but I mean, they're widely available. They're about to be widely in my vehicle. Which is what you guys want, right? Take it out of into yours. Check out Needless Toys. For sure. I'm going to be in this booth for a minute. Oh, we got Hope. I mean, Needless Toys is just, where it's at? Oh, dear. We wiped out that shelf. We nearly wiped out that shelf. But you see that, I mean, even as great a price as they are, Hasbro stuff is too expensive. I need to build this figure. I've ordered Namor. I haven't ordered the rest. I need to build him for Kaya, but I'm not doing that. The comics, it's got to take one more gander before we play.
I don't know why he ever had it.
What a great booth. They got the new Sunman Masterverse, Zodak, Katra. I have that. $12.99. This is the... Do I want that one? I thought about getting that one. They don't have the John Stewart that I know. That's King Shark. I'm making sure they don't have the lanterns that I need. They've got these pretty cheap. $12 for that thing. I've been tempted to get her. I gotta stop. Mr. T. All right, I just need to pay. I just need to pay and flee. Just drive on back to Atlanta. Just get on out. Oh, that guy's cool. Well, this just got out of control. We had to go back to the car. We've been to 3 booths. So we each got this guy, the big like ogre vampire. David got a Slash and Renette because he hadn't got those yet. I already had those filled in my pile of loot, unfortunately. We both got Splinter. There's Van Helsing in the Monsters line. We both got Utron. That looks phenomenal. We both got the armored and unarmored Last Ronin. They had more of those too. We cleaned out several of their shelves. Those, I think, hanging on to like an Eastman signature would be cool on those. We both got that guy, Barbarian. I have those in my pile of loot, so I left them alone. There was only one of those. Then I also got the Gladiator, and I got this vampire with, I think Valak is his name, the Dwarf. I don't know what's happening. This vampire, Baron Volgar 2. And I got one other. I think I got a skeleton. Is it him? Yeah, the skeleton. Those are all Legion builders. They were selling those like only a few dollars more than the pre-order price of this. And I mean, they were selling everything underneath the price or right at the Big Bad Toy Store price. And they had it in hand, and you had to pay for shipping or tax. I mean, shout out to Needless Toys. Needlesstoys.com. If I remember, I'll put a link here. Because those guys, they took care of it. And that was not a hookup, you're on YouTube, nothing. These are the sticker prices that were on it. That's the only reason we even went in there, was the prices were so good. Oh, you didn't get that scratch. You should have got that scratch. You may still go back. Wow. Whew. I meant it when I said I didn't think I was going to buy anything. And we haven't even done enough to decide if we're going to get signatures. That may change the decision to get signatures. But so those, we saw those Legions at like the other booth. They were 65 or 70. They had them for 40. The Legion builders, and they had the name characters for 50. I don't know what those sell for. And so if you're not familiar with Mythic Legions, you have the pre-order price, which is always the cheapest price, like $37, somewhere around there, 35 maybe. And then you have the retail stores price, which is places like Needless, like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Art. I don't think Entertainment Art sells Legions, but they're authorized retailers. They all have to sell them at the same price.
Hey, David, there's another booth in there that's full of turtle stuff. They have another one, but that one might be $129. Okay. Where was that? Hey.
We weren't going to buy anything, and then we just brought 2 whole boxes.
Oh, that's
it's gotten out of control real quick.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Are you headed out?
No, I'm just
put it in a truck.
Putting it in the truck.
Back for round 2, probably of round 30 coming up. We weren't gonna buy anything, but the Legions, so they're selling them even below that price. That is kind of the publicized price, which means they have to be losing a little bit for what they could make. They're not losing money net. Oh, maybe there's an entrance over here. I think we can go in over there. People are walking that way. Oh, safety. Oh, got the Nope guy behind me. Not Nope. What was that movie with the guy in the red with the scissors? Is that Nope? No, I don't think so. I think it's something else. Us? One of them movies. One of the Jordan Peele's. But, man, if you're priced below the price that I have on pre-order for, I'm buying it. Because that's money I've already spent anyway. As long as I can get a refund or it doesn't hurt me. And you get to support local. I wonder if what we're seeing with some of this is the equivalent of all the clearance stuff everywhere else. Like, they know they can't ask for those prices anymore. Somebody I was watching, it might have been Sleeping Collectibles at Rhode Island Comic Con, which is a show I've never been to. I was watching his video. They were selling stuff like Mythic Legions, $150 for like recent released Mythic Legions. Everything was overpriced by like $100 at this one booth he was at. It was unbelievable. Is it Chewbacca or the dark Chewbacca? Hold on. What's up, that dark Kyrgyzstan or something like that? Although it's nicer to wear that costume in the wintertime. Oh, package. We're back. We found another booth, so they are a couple of dollars higher on these than the other, but they're cheaper on the comic ones. So, oh, and there's a Casey down there. I've never seen that Casey. Oh dear goodness. I have a bunch of these guys in my pile of loot. I think I have 4 regular and 4 of the Chase. I think that figure actually looks good in the box. I think that's a great one to try to get signed by Eastman. But also open because it fits the vintage scale. Casey Jones. Oh dear. Good together. We could have. Oh, that's a. Oh no, that's. I thought that was a. That's a revelation. They have the Moon Knight down there. That new Ghost Rider retro card. Oh no, that's steep. I've seen that at Target. Those are Target exclusives, I think. Oh, that ET? Open that up. I haven't seen those yet. I had them back in the day. Well, we got to figure this booth out too. Oh my goodness. Nowhere Comics. So I think we're each going to pick up the Casey Jones to add to the haul as well. I wonder see if they have anything else we need. David needs that Leo because Entertainment Earth's taking forever to ship his, but let's see if we can find that at a better price somewhere. Some good stuff in here too. Ken, have you made a purchase yet?
Not yet.
We weren't going to buy anything and consider signatures, and yet we've already been to the vehicle. And there's more coming. Are you going to get some Mythic Legion? There's good Mythic Legions.
I'm definitely looking at the Legion.
Did you, that wave, the wave that's out, the Legion Builder wave and the Vampire wave, did you pre-order those?
No.
They have some of the vampires over there. They got Valak, and they had the Baron Voligar. I got both of them. The ogre guy.
Do I want to take them home today, or do I want to go up to the shop and get them?
Oh, it's true. You can access. How far is Needless from you?
Like 20 minutes.
Because I think he has the big guy with the wings. So we can get you to pick them up, and you can ship them to us too. That's just for the. That's a Big Dub special.
Oh yeah.
Touch Kent in his honey. Woo! Bunch of DC stuff. That guy. That's the Batman that has all the guns. That's Superman too. That's like 300 Leonidas. Superman is kind of cool. Viper set.
Eventually for the head sculpt and the shield.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunities to use that. Legions and whatever. The axe. Yeah, this is pretty new. But this guy, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, see, he's a very desirable one. That's a cool Batman. I'd like to have that. The new RoboCop set with the chair. It's amazing how much stuff is in some of these booths that like aren't on store shelves, like big store shelves. That's great to see the small businesses. Oh, look at that Venom. We're still at the Nowhere Comics booth. David has went back because he found a Renette. He's trying to cancel everything he has on pre-order at Big Bad and buy it all here, which I would appreciate you click on the Big Bad Toy Store link. It's just amazing the prices they're at. I remember this booth from Joe Fest, Joe Lanta. He's got a bunch of Motu classics, which are great. All those Princess of Power back there look cool. But none of that is anything I need. Bunch of Sergeant Slaughter signed stuff. This booth is comics, miscellaneous, Ray Fillet. I like that. Some of these booths are Romag toys. That's what the Big Dobby. I'm about to investigate this Big Dobby. I'm gonna investigate some video games. $900 or $9. $9 is fine. That's very nice. I wonder if that's its box. It's really nice. $900 nice? That's probably a pass. Or that's definitely a pass. Look at that Road Warrior set. Got some Motu classics. Some miscellaneous over there we'll have to look at. It's a hard one to find. That Holiday He-Man is good times. Candy Cane, Power Sword, Muckman. Oh, that's the Conan with the bloody weapons. Beaker. Turtle. Everywhere we go, turtles, which is a great thing. David's found just a mystery sack of turtles. This is just, here, buy all this stuff. Oh, there's a lot of sacks. Sacking it. This booth with all the things like sacked up. Look at this. This is somebody just looking to move all their inventory pretty quickly. 11 figures, Party Wagon, Sewer Layer. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to show you around this whole booth because I know my man Ron Like, look at that. TMNT sets. I mean, and some of these loose guys appear to have a lot of their stuff in good shape. Bunch of Motu. Is that original Orco there? Bunch of vintage Motu. Huh. Oh, look at that. Micronauts, wow. And some J's. Some Joes, too. Anytime I see the twins, it makes me stop and look. I don't know. I can't even tell if it's original or not anymore. There's been so many issues of things, reissues. That is an intriguing booth for sure. We're moving on. We've got a Lego Death Star over here. That's very cool. I'm not sure I've ever seen one in person built. That's neat. It's very neat. We got some more artists. You want to go meet Jim? Truly, truly, truly outrageous. She's right there. Oh, Jim. Truly outrageous. No? No. I met her last year. She got, we got her to sign something for Kim for Christmas last year. We got Screaming Soup. I don't know what that is. That's the booth we got stuck at. David's looking to make sure they haven't put anything new out. Oh, look at that Thunder Tank from the early 2010 show. Super Nintendo games. That's cool. Nintendo, lots of video games here at this booth. Red Finds Games. Oh, look at that NES Sports set.
Yeah.
That's gotta be pretty rare. That turtles right there. That'd be a cool thing to get signed. And I am aware I zoomed in on somebody's nipples. I zoomed in on nipples. I'm aware. Many shows we go to, I feel confident I've never seen these. I've never seen these. I mean, they may have been at a show, but this stopped us in our pins. Turtles bowling, Turtles hockey, wrestling, like air hockey shootout. I bet those items are not cheap if they're complete in there. Oh, Ron Simmons, $1 Million Man. And Hacksaw. You got the voice of Destro meeting Ron Simmons. They got Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And $1 Million Man is obstructed by Destro. Oh, him up there. Yes. $1 Million Man. I have met Ron Simmons. I am tempted to meet Hacksaw $1 Million Man if the price is right. I am tempted. Look at all this stuff I'm surrounded with. We weren't going to spend any money. What happened? Oh, man. Some good Motu classics. Eternia Dreams. I mean, look at that Sectar's playset up there, David. Like, is that the Motu Classics Grayskull? No, I don't think it is. No, I don't think so. Oh, that Mega Shark Snake Mountain. I'm interested in that. I have the Castle Grayskull. I've never built it. Oh, wait. Speak of the devil. Eternia. That's not going to be, ooh, I have that. That's not going to be Boulder Hill. These playsets are tremendous. I mean, come on. Well, BTS. I can't pull BTS.
I don't usually care
Have you said
retro, but
ho?
this is fun. Ho!
At least once when Hacksaw Jim Duggan did it?
Not when he did.
I've done it with him. I'm tempted to meet the $1 Million Man. Do you think he'll put me in the $1 Million Dream? He probably has asked that frequently.
I say we keep saying ho until Hacksaw
comes and hits us with the 2x4?
He's already been warned. He can't use it for thumb wrestling.
$1 Million Man's got the $1 Million belt, too. Man. Same booth we're inside while I'm debating. That's not a thing. Are those Lost Mego figures? So, Lost, probably my favorite television show of all time. Very little, paraphernalia. Memorabilia, not paraphernalia. I used to have all those. Eternia Dreams, Toys, and Collectibles. What a cool booth. They've got some incredible stuff here. This booth has quite a bit of dig through the loose totes stuff. A good shot of Ron, $1 Million Man. Hacksaw over there. Ian Malcolm. Is that a Viper? No, maybe. Televiper. Got April Tiny. I don't know that I feel like digging. Yeah? It's a cruel summer. I thought you were going to get the big Predator head. Looks like David's making more purchases. Found our friends. Are you filming here?
I am, yeah. I've got my
Your action?
My deal.
Give yourself a little shout out here.
Oh yeah, TJ Toy Hunts.
TJ Toy Hunts. Get his action. He's got, I mean, you see, well, he sees. I just whip the phone out and dance the Cruel Summer and give it a little shake, you know, a little grind. He's got a microphone and everything and a camera person.
I get a little.
So he can get sultry and seductive, right? She knows. She said
Sometimes
yes.
it gets weird.
So you're here for the full weekend.
We weren't here yesterday.
Are you going to meet the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase?
Maybe.
I also may. I want him to put me in the $1 Million Dream.
Do it.
Depends if it's under $40. Then yes. $80? Nah, I'm all set.
Right at 40.
That might. Then it's maybe. Because the four turtles are down there. I've already met them before and got their signature, but I've got the Holophon NECA 4-pack. And to have all 4 signatures on top of the turtles would be a cool item.
That's pretty sick.
But it's not cheap, so.
I would say what these people know is your haul videos, where you've got, where your post, where you just got like 1,000 figures, and you're like, oh, just a regular box day.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's not made up. It impacts the pocketbook quite a bit, but yeah,
Sure.
it does. It does.
I'm like, $65.
There's the store right over there. Some mythics for 40.
He just snagged my troll.
$100 for that troll is great. That's below even the pre-order price. I think.
Yeah, I think
right at it.
120-ish maybe?
Somewhere. Yeah, I think that's right.
There's another one in box over there for 220, but it's not bad.
So the troll wave that they put up for pre-order not long ago, I think is already in the warehouse, which means they'll have an in-stock sale of it soon. Like, people are watching this, I'd imagine it'll be like February-ish, because they've got a bunch of stuff they're shipping out of their warehouse right now, so they won't get behind. But then they'll sell them at their retail price, the pre-order price. That's how that works. Good tip if you need a troll. Do you need a troll?
She calls
I don't even know.
Well, I mean, it all is. It's, you know, that's true. It's hunks of plastic with memory.
yeah, there you go.
That counts. Almost anything you buy is a hunk of something. It's just what it represents. It could be a hunk. That's different. I'm trying to get more. Like, we're taking Kai to New York for Christmas. That is her Christmas present.
Heck yeah.
And we should let her ice skate and see the tree and go to see the Phantom of the Opera. Yeah. So we're trying to do more of that. Yes, I agree with that. But you know, you get the fine cashmere sweater. It's a hunk of cashmere.
It is.
It's a little bit more expensive than
Marriage
plastic.
certificates, what is that? A hunk of
Trees. She drives me crazy. You, sir. Like no one else. Come on, I don't want to get copyrighted.
That's what I was saying over there. They were playing Michael Jackson. I was like,
You gotta sing the no copyright. You just gotta sing the no copyright song, then it's alright. And people get into it, you know. Don't copyright, especially at Walmart, because Walmart wants to put the speaker right on our head. Well, hit him up, subscribe to him. I'll put the link. If I remember, I will put the link. I will do my best. Rub it and give us a feel it. Give us a feel it, touch it, squeeze it, any of it. Oh, he did it. That's nice. While we were dancing seductively and rubbing nips, David just... we weren't going to buy anything. What happened? We weren't going to buy anything.
It's a good show.
I agree. It is.
Good show.
Good to see Tyler. I can't believe David just keeps killing it. I think David's winning retro toy. Is there anything here I need? Oh, remember that set? It's gotten that expensive now. That's a cool set. Name soldiers. No, I don't think any of that. I need a T'Chaka, which this is not the time to purchase a T'Chaka with Black Panther out. And I need a, oh, very cool. I need a, what else do I need? The Collector? None of that. This booth, which is not priced good, but that set I want. It's on GameStop right now for $39. They do have the Sentinel, which is tempting, but oh, the Bone Breaker. I don't know what that is. In that bag? I don't know what that is. Retro Toy Quest. We love Retro Toy Quest. We got new ones here, right? So
yeah,
we bought almost everything they had last time.
You did. You cleaned me out last time.
We got 3 new Return of the Jedi. That is so cool.
Thank you so much.
So I actually bought a, like a, whatever it's called, the portfolio book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like artists have. So I have it on the coffee table so you can like turn through it like it's its own coffee table.
I did the
book.
same thing for myself with these.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And the Clash of the Titans is new.
Yeah, that's the other one I did since I saw you last.
Oh, that's cool. Wow. Somebody's at the door somewhere.
Somebody's
Is that your door?
Somebody's at my door.
So everybody that has rings like, oh, somebody's at the door.
Somebody's at my door.
There's the Retro Toy Quest. You find them on Facebook and Instagram. And we love his stuff. I love his stuff. I'm gonna pick some more up, and then we're doing the car run because David wasn't gonna buy anything. And now we're going back to the car for a second time.
Good to see you guys.
You too.
Man, that's awesome.
We've returned to the car again. Somehow I've bought Mojo, Naruto. I don't know what happened. Really cheap.
Oh, okay, because wherever.
Kent's getting some action. He's shopping in the vehicle right now. That's what's about to happen. Kent just stuck a wad of money in my panties. In my panties.
Nice.
In my panties. He stuck money in my panties.
Build them up.
I didn't hear that.
Oh. So I've got... Well, I have this for you.
Anything for Big Legion.
But this is not... you didn't stick money for that. That's from Ron.
Yeah.
Right from Legion's Con with the Legion's Con sticker.
So I
guy's
told
awesome.
y'all we would be talking about Ron, Century the Mad Collector, Ding Dong Daddy's Home.
Oh, he said ding dong.
And we got the unknown one. Ron scooped this up at Legion's Con. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Definitely thankful for Ron. Got to hang out with him at a couple con shows this year. So hopefully we'll see more of Ron in 2023. Thanks for the pickup.
And he's
Give us a rub it.
Rub it, squeeze it.
And then what he purchased for me.
I got some nice
That's
peanut.
why you always got to grab an extra to help a buddy
They
out.
did not.
Headless Horseman.
That is awesome.
How does that make you feel in
Look
the
at
loins?
this. This is sealed. I was going through a phase where I was collecting car parts, so I got the Jeep running well.
Oh, is
and
that what happened?
I missed out on this
You
guy
collected a
because
transmission.
I thought it'd be more important to be able to drive
that's true.
than to have a headless horseman.
David said he's got intestinal stress explosive diarrhea, didn't you? Still can't get him to talk. It's good to see Kent and Ryan, Shadow Patrol, Kent Pool. Filming live right there. I don't know what's happening. We're going to stay out of their way. Good to see the guys. They're headed back to North Carolina. David and I are headed back to the place where we claimed we weren't going to spend any money, and we already have a vehicle full. David made the declaration. I know you don't think he speaks. He does speak. For those of you that always ask me, does David speak? He does speak, just in very light, dulcet tones. We will never say before we get to a show we're not going to spend money, because it's great because everything purchased on the list. Everything. I'm thinking. He got the Street Turtles too, he didn't have. Mojo was on my list. I almost bought it on Amazon for $43. They had a coupon. $35, yes. The Everett Ross, not as much on my list, but I got to build that Atuma, so he gave me that for like $14, $15. Less than that because he bundled it. And that suited body you can always use. The Naruto we'll give to Tiffany for Christmas. I don't know. It's been a good show. We're having fun. We've returned back inside. Oh, Robotech stuff up there. And some figure arts in there. Thor. Nintendo. It's been a while since I saw cassette tapes. Just period, let alone for sale. We got PlayStation. These PlayStation 1 games? Well, that's a soundtrack. I think that's PlayStation, like original PlayStation. In a CD thing. Dr. Doom head. Xeno. Hey now, Atari game right there, and Genesis. Hop for Hopper. $1 Million Man Pop, $10. You get it already signed by $1 Million Man and Virgil for $70. Not a very good Sharpie. Oh, that guy, DuckTales. It's a piece of the sewer. Oh, that is a sewer place out there. Some interesting random stuff at this booth. Gotta decide on what I'm doing with the signatures. I know David's getting signatures, I believe. I don't know, we both spent a lot of money. Could change, but it's still possible. Kaya likes Betty Boop, so I might get her something here from this Betty Boop dolls. Something. David. I guess I'm going back to the car. I can't. Took a trip back to the car. One Piece. This could have anime. We took a trip back to the car, and now on the way back, David needs to go to the car again. What's happening? 3 minutes last room, and there's the Bebop. the head sculpt. That's cool. That's the comic pack. Have you seen that? Oh yeah, the Chase. Look at that in my pile of loot. I think that's cool with the packaging that they're doing. It's killer. I think that's the. I wonder if those are going to become sought after because the NECA ones have gotten so ridiculously expensive.
There's 2 sets. Each one of them has 2 of the turtles and then 2 extra.
2 of villains. That's cool. There's some anime stuff there. I don't think any of that's anything we need. I'd like to get something for Natalie if I can find it. Not a lot for Natalie. Good comics here in this show. Lots of stuff for everyone else. Plus pretty much everything I'm aware. It would be vintage Sailor Moon is what I need to find. And yeah, I have both of those in my pile of loot. I like them. Reaction comic turtles. I don't think I have those. Sorry. Some Toy Biz.
I like your hoodie. Where'd you get it?
Some cool games.
Base set. Yep, this is
Nintendo 64, Super Set, Super Nintendo.
just a little
The Gold Zelda, Nintendo card. Oh, Majora's Mask.
right. You paid $5
Wow.
How about that one? Same thing.
Wow.
those are
Princess Zelda over there. Oh, they got the Metacom Breath of the Wild Link. That is an expensive item right there. I have it. It's an expensive item. So I have this. I have it on display. I have the box. Any y'all want to pay me $1,200? It's yours. I knew it was expensive. I didn't know it was that expensive. We looked it up. Oh, the Mole Man, First Prince of Hydro Man. That's a good one. Looked it up on eBay. The listings are like $2,000. It sells for like $1,000. That's crazy. Legends. I need that, but I don't know that price. Let's see. They have anime. Hey, look at that little Aang. Slaughter, Bat. That's a good booth. Oh, that Necron I'd like to have. Uh-oh. Got glare, so you can't see, but I think he looks good for the lanterns, Darkest Night. Zombies type of stuff. Hey, I'm gonna rub that thing. There's Batman of Earth 22 infected. I think that's the Joker. So we have a lot of Joey stuff. We have a lot of Majin Buu art from Joey in our house. What's up, buddy? Maybe you remember us, MegaCon, Majin Buu, hot, yeah. We've got a ton of your art right there. We love your stuff. Oh, look at that. The crane. Oh. It's all signed. So, what do I know I'm gonna get Sailor Moon, that little girl. I know that. That's the thing that'll happen.
That is set in stone.
Yeah. I can't listen. The amount of stuff I put in the vehicle and my fiance is not with me, it's gotta come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get off punishment.
Yeah, it's
Did you do the art on that?
I did. So that game is limited to 1,200 copies, and only 20 of them are going to be signed. And
Yeah.
those are the ones that I have, and then that's it. I will not be signing anymore.
That's cool. Did you? So we've seen several vehicles at conventions. It feels like we saw your art on something, like maybe a My Hero Villains vehicle.
Yep. There was a Malibu Dhabi.
Yes.
He has a Hawks.
Yes.
On one side, and then a Shigaraki I did on the other.
Yes. That is so cool. That's so cool. It's wallpaper in my house. Looking at this. We've already got a selection of items. Joey's telling me I should. It's a requirement. And he knows I already don't have space. But that...
That's a choice I cannot make for you.
It's the last one for now. I didn't realize you start retiring stuff. That's good to know.
Yeah, so not everything stays around forever.
Yeah, which I guess you have to, you only have so much capacity.
And you have to make room for new pieces.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, not every piece lasts forever.
Yep. I won't let you know if I bought the art or not. There's Hacksaw Jim Duggan, how nice. Look, $1 Million Man, he's not here right now. He's actively building Legos, which is wonderful. So we're here with a whole tub. Oh my. Figure arts. Yeah. How much for the 30s?
It'd be a lot. I don't know.
I know, that's nice. Oh boy. And we've got Tequila Joe over there meeting Destro. Which is or Vodka James, as the case may be. Meeting Destro. It's the heroes. Vodka James back. We haven't seen you since Joe Lanta on phone. We saw you at Joe and Fathers. Yes,
I wish they would.
We did see you at Joe Fest briefly in Atlanta.
I was chilling.
It was chilling. How was meeting Destro?
I mean, that was cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
It was pretty awesome. So what I would say to you is this. While the weapons dealer was the man, if you were here last night, you would have seen the James unfold all over.
Oh, really kind gentlemen. Oh.
Wish they were toy dealers. Oh, we're tough. You ain't tough. You're nothing. You're weak. But I love all of you.
So you're having fun, it sounds like.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to drive me home 4 hours today. We'll figure that out. And if it's me driving myself home, then the state failed all of you. You know, so there's that.
Do you like to touch it?
You know what? I just like to just hammer it home. I don't like
Here we go again. Yep. We got it. Now's the moment of truth. Did we get things signed or not? After that was the only thing we were going to spend money on. And the car is completely full. Is that the Build-A-Figure? No. I don't know what it is. We're back inside, as you see. The line is very short. We're going to get some turtle signatures. I'm not going to meet any wrestlers, I don't think. But we're going to do the turtle signatures. Although if I can find an ATM, you never know what'll happen. All right, here we go. Let's see what this guy... Here's what it looks like now. Next clip, see after. Finishing it up. There you go. That's after. I'll show you close up when we get home. We have an entire vehicle. An SUV that seats 7. Full. And we weren't going to buy anything. So those of you who've watched the channel for a long time know that in the past, like if David or I hang out kind of by ourselves, it was good to see the other guys we saw today. But if we would hang out by ourselves, that... we'd end up at 30 Walmart. There was this one time we went to every GameStop that had clearance for like 6 hours and spent like $110 and came back with 7,000 beanies, little keychain, dumb. Like those are all episodes you can watch. We haven't done that in a while. Like that, probably since the baby. But we also haven't hung out like just by ourselves, which is not bad. We love hanging out with the family. But I guess this is the new version of that. We're not going to spend money and we just buy all of it. And I didn't even meet Hacksaw Jim Duggan or $1 Million Man. But I think I'll see them again. So we're just going to pause filming now. And when we get home, we'll put everything out on the counter and show you all this ridiculousness before David leaves. But we got to go back to that store that we started at because we need to buy goodies for the girls so we don't get in trouble. That's important. We're not home. We had a delicious dinner. But because we've lost our ever-loving minds, we're at Target. And we're just going straight for the NECA Funko section. Look, we hadn't seen enough NECA Funko today. Oh. Wouldn't mind seeing more Street Turtles. This is it's kind of a confusing NECA Funko section. Things are just on the ground. And then this cart. Not a good place for anything to hang. Gargoyles. Huh. Coach Beard. Is that Rescue? Is that what that is? Yeah. Rubber Thing Gundam. Sanji. And then there's these. I don't feel like this is the... No, I don't think this is it. I don't think we're going to find the turtles in this one. Pop-up guide to Harry Potter. Those are cool. I always like getting stuff like this. I have a bunch of it just kind of piled up, but we look through it from time to time. Kyle likes to look through it. I like those encyclopedias. Figure aisle that way. I think this Target just seems to be in a state of disarray. Every aisle seems to be a state of disarray. Oh, getting ready for the holidays. Maybe we'll find some good clearance stuff for the toys for child. There's toys over there? Huh. More Tonys. Is this? I thought this would be the right aisle, and now I'm not so sure. Are you buying those Halos? Is that a line you collect here and there a little bit? So here's the figure art section. Piccolo, Naruto, Goku. Oh, good price. Some kits, Gundam kits, but still no turtles. which this would be a good place where those best actions could be, but they are not. Every aisle has something unusual going on. Legends, Gold Label, Wonder Woman. It's all M'Baku. U.S. Agent Quake. No Madam Hydra. We did see one Madam Hydra. Oh, look at the sensational sharing. The Dominic Build-A-Figure. Look at that outfit there. All the Molly Holly. Yeah. Stu Grace. The same AEW peg warmers that there are everywhere else. Same $27. Lando Bonanza. Macho Man. Now this is suddenly feeling like it's a Wednesday toy hunt. This is what every Wednesday toy hunt looks like. All the same Motu. It makes me think there just isn't a lot of Motu fans. At least not at that scale, because those figures are good. That Page Puncher's Black Adam is good. It's not one I need, but it is good. We need to go home. The Superman's pretty good. Anything here that is a lantern that I need? I don't think. Oh, Masterpiece. Scorponok and Blackout. Wow. Oh my goodness. Tall yourself, Jerome. How much is that thing right there? 105, and we could have got it for probably $60 from that one booth. Crazy. Who's your friend who loves to play? Bing bong, bing bong. Atom Smasher. Okay. Oh, there's the Joker Dragon. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in person. It's kind of cool. Booster Gold. All right. Now we need to go home.
Prizes.
We're back home. So on the way up, David and I said, there's really nothing. I don't think we're going to buy anything. So we don't think we're going to buy anything. Marishon lunch.
Facebook posts say otherwise.
Oh, well, we said we weren't going to buy anything. We have prizes, though. Look at that.
Yeah, calm down, Papa.
So look, we got broccoli and cheddar quiche.
Oh.
Chicken pot pie.
Ooh.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh.
Local farm honey.
Yes. Wow, ow, that was my ear.
All the people's here, too. Dark chocolate peanut butter balls. Cookies.
Oh.
Molasses cookie, I think. I don't know. See, so we did good, right?
Yes, you did. Heat and oven 350. Instantly in the oven.
Oh, all right. Well, don't worry about anything else that gets brought in.
Nice.
We have these items. We got a few items.
At least you guys didn't buy anything, right?
I mean, I don't know what happened. But we brought home food.
Yay!
Isn't that exciting?
It is. Hot pie's about to go in the oven.
There's David. He got that. And then he also got the bunnies. Which is... There can't be a lot of those signed out in the wilderness. Those are cool. I don't know where Kia went. Let me show you the rest of what we got.
She's folding her laundry.
Oh.
Ruth says, at least Daddy didn't buy anything, right?
Well, I got the turtles. They look great. They personalized and all wrote a little quote. I got that vampire guy. One of each of the Legion builders. Some more vampires. Everett Ross. I don't know. What happened? Splinters Van Helsing. That's what happened. That's what cracked it. David, I don't even know what's going on here. There's all kind of Marvel Legend. Piccolo is in there.
Oh, goodness.
Street Turtles. A big turtle.
Oh, that is a big turtle.
More of that. He's got the I gave him the Slash. And then that, probably one of the steals of the show. Big Troll. So, it's whoops. But look, I got you, Natalie, this water cup drink.
Oh, that's cool.
You were giggling at first, and then you were like, oh, that's awesome.
I do. I love it.
I got one for Kaya, too.
I think she'll love it, too. Oh, and we're matchy-matchy. Oh, that's so cool.
I got Kaya this box Do you think she's gonna like this box?
Oh, yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Can I look?
Yeah, Rufus, that's not for you. I know it looks like it's for you. Do you like that box?
That's awesome.
You want me to give it away?
That's awesome.
Huh?
That's... Mom,
You don't like it?
are we both looking at this thing right now?
Yes.
You're looking at her boobies?
a whole
Rufus,
bunch of
that's not for
Betty
you.
boobs. It's
I
a
know
whole
that
bunch of Betty
seems
boobs.
to be for
You
you.
love Betty
Oh my
Boop.
gosh. It's Robin Hood.
Look at all the
Do you like the Betty
Betty
boobs?
This is awesome.
Here, let's just put them up here. Put them up on display. Let's look at all the Betty boobs
I-
before Rufus eats them.
I don't know where I would put these.
So you're
On your bed with your
disappointed?
bajillion other things.
You don't like them? I'm devastated by this
Oh
information.
my gosh.
You don't like them?
Oh, that one's still got the tag
A lot of them
on
have
it.
the tags on
Wow.
them. That's a big one. So you
Oh,
don't.
we got Sailor Betty Boop.
She doesn't like them. She doesn't like them.
Oh, you could set out whatever theme
That
it
hurts
is
my
that
feelings.
month, Betty Boop. Like kind of like an elf on the shelf, but
Theme
with
of
Betty
the
Boop.
month, Betty Boop.
It hurts my feelings.
How many are there?
Just, I don't know. The guy just said, look, just buy them all, and I'm just going to tell you a number. And the price of all was the price of 4. We got Mom some things. We ran into our buddy, so we got you some things that he didn't used to have.
Oh, cute!
Oh, the other one still needs to be flipped.
He didn't have that last time.
That's cute. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, she likes them more.
He's cool.
And then I don't know where to put this, but
No. No!
I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
but look at it.
No! I don't care! I don't care what it is!
That's
Oh.
really
I don't
cool.
care what it is!
Oh.
Unless it's a picture of you painted
In
doing
the
like
ooh la la?
yeah, I would put that, I would find room for that, but that no.
No, that's so
No.
cool though.
Chores.
David!
Congratulations.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Oh, what a terrible way to end this video.
We have
My
to see where are
goodness.
we gonna put it?
Oh,
There's
ceiling.
zero space. We can make space. That's what we always do, Mom.
We can cover up the hole with it.
Yes!
Yes!
Sold.
The hole from the sofa movie.
Sold.
All right, well, that's a winner.
I think it's this too.
$20. Is that ooh la la Betty Boop? Wait, can I sell all these for $20 each? Oh, well, that would be a come up. Well, I mean, that's what happens when David and I hang out. We only went to one Target and no Walmart.
That smells nice.
Retro Toy Con, a very good con. Smaller, but loaded. We got to see Vodka James.
That is while he was hugging Destro, the voice of Destro.
It was.
Isn't it cute?
We also have video from Vodka James.
I'm excited to watch that
Yep.
footage.
And we saw Kent. We saw Jetta. We saw Jordan. We saw a lot of people. So thanks to everybody that came up and saw us. I would recommend that show in Greenville. Great modern, needless toys. Hopefully I remember. Man, we saw a lot of people. Tyler, we saw a lot of people. So David, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's good you should go. I'm going to go get my punishment. So we'll talk to you next week. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Squeeze it.